and give it 5 seconds. Yeah, we're good. Hey everyone, High Flyers Tag Team back here with the video again today. Today is that stream. Yes, like my good friend said, today is a stream. I told you guys about this Thursday night that I was planning on doing this. So yeah, we're doing the stream tonight. And
phone is going off. Very professional.
Not mine.
yeah. So, wait, I'm lagging. You said?
No, I think whose phone is going off?
Oh. So I'm joined with Kaiju Fanatic. When you guys hear me say Corey, that's him.
Yep.
So don't get confused. I'm also tagged along with Gzilla.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I asked you to use my real username.
Oh, my bad. His real name, Carlos Spicy Wiener.
There it is.
We're gonna talk about the Rise of Skywalker today. I'm just quickly hooking up.
Huge spoiler warning. Oh, wait,
yeah, I mean, it's literally right there. It's gonna be in the thumbnail.
By the way, it says spoiler discussion with the Kaiju gang, and by that we mean like 3 out of our 13.
Possibly 4.
Well, yeah.
Decides to join.
Yeah, so if
it's a possibility.
I have him in thumbnail because he said he wanted to join, but he's going Christmas shopping right now. So, yeah, so we're basically gonna wait to see. He might come in later, but for now, it's just the core. Make up the Kaiju gang because we're the best. And don't let Jordan tell you otherwise. So yeah, let's get this dub, guys. Not too many people on right now. I'm not really expecting anything crazy, but
and not like the last one because it was Godzilla vs. Kong.
Spoiler: Ben Solo dies.
Oh,
we said spoiler alert.
Oh, you spoiled the movie for me, dude.
You read the leaks.
All right.
Yeah,
dude, I watched the movie.
Yeah, you know, funny. Both of you read the leaks. I didn't know anything about that. I had no spoilers for this.
Well, if you read the leaks, you'd think Finn had nothing to do in the movie, but he did.
Yeah,
which I was very surprised with.
Cole very much disagreed with. I remember Raymond and Cole talking about that part yesterday.
Oh,
that's like when me and Raymond used to talk about the Last Jedi.
Oh no! I remember those days.
Dude, Yumi used to go at it, bro.
Oh yes, we did. But now we agree on it. The movie sucks my ass 3000.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone in the comments though, if you would like to comment down, we'll put up your comments here and there. I'm sure we'll talk about people's comments at some points and stuff too. And yeah, so basically we're gonna begin the discussion. I think what I like to do in a lot of these streams is I like to start off by everyone giving a basic summary of their opinion so we can see what page everyone's on. And we'll kind of just go from there and get more in depth. So just real quick, I'll go ahead and give my opinion, and then we can just whoever wants to go next. So basically, my quick summary of the movie. I don't think it's as bad as the critics are saying. I did have some enjoyment out of it. Definitely more of a guilty pleasure. I think a lot of that's come with the fact that I went in with super low expectations, which helped. And then plus all the critics and stuff, they kind of just trashed on the film, but it turns out I actually liked it quite a bit in some aspects. I think the film did some really cool stuff, really good stuff, really unique stuff that I think is a great way to end this trilogy. On the other hand, there's some stuff where I'll bitch about it later. So it has its pros and cons. You guys might hate that or love that. I know if you like anything about the movie, there's this big bandwagon of hate going on right now.
It's a Star Wars movie. Of course there's going to be.
Yeah, I know. Like one of the biggest Star Wars YouTubers expressed how he actually really liked the movie.
Who was it?
Star Wars Theory.
Oh, I thought it was Star Wars only. I was like, I thought he hated it.
No, he's a guy who has like 1.5 million subs or something. But yeah, so basically my summary, I liked it and I didn't like it. It's kind of just like, it's a weird spot. I've gave it the weekend to settle in, and you'll kind of hear more of my opinions when we go along. But yeah, so whoever wants to speak next, that's just a quick summary of my opinion.
I'll go next. I saw it in IMAX, I'm going to mention. So it's my second IMAX movie I've ever seen. And I like the movie. I was kind of going on pretty low. I was kind of like, I don't know if this is going to be any good. I only saw like one trailer, maybe a couple TV spots. But hearing early stuff, seeing that it was like, it went from it went from like a 10 out of 10 to IMDb to like a 1, and now it has like a 6. That was the weirdest thing ever. But I basically similar to Kyle. I liked the movie, but oh my god, there's some stupid shit in it. Like really, really bad stuff in it. But overall, I liked it. That's basically my quick thoughts. All right, Raymond, you can go now.
All right, so I actually read leaks for this movie going into it. I only do that for things I've totally lost faith in. So yes, I lost faith in Star Wars. I went in with like low expectations. Wasn't expecting anything. I walked out. I didn't walk out of the movie, but walking out after it was over. It had flaws. It did do some really stupid things. It was kind of messy in some places, but I can't help but love it. So I really did enjoy it. It left me very satisfied at the end of the day. Yeah. That's my quick thoughts.
Yeah, so that's just a summary. We don't have Cole in here right now. When he gets in here, he'll definitely be the Debbie Downer.
He hated it.
He legit. I haven't heard any of his opinions yet myself, but from what they're telling me, apparently he really hated it.
Oh yeah, no, he didn't like it.
So yeah. So there's your guys' opinions. You know, maybe when he comes in, I can let him express himself some more. But yeah, there's no need for that just yet. So
no need for that just yet.
So you guys aren't surprised when he comes in. You know, he doesn't throw you guys a curveball. No, he hated it.
Yeah, he did not like it.
Yeah, so basically that's everyone's quick thoughts. So for me, I think this film had a lot of pros and cons. I think I'd like to talk about some pros because I think cons give more of a bigger discussion.
Yeah, let's talk about the good stuff first.
It kind of sucks that Cole's in here because it doesn't matter if you talk about pros or cons, he'll probably have something very wordy to say about both. He's a lot like me when it comes to movies that he doesn't like. Right away, what was your guys' thoughts on that big what's the word? The big plot twist where the guy, the general guy from the last two movies.
General Hux?
Yeah, I feel very strongly about this. Can I go first?
Wait, hold up. Raymond, first of all, I should say your mic is very muffled, not in like a bad way, but it's like almost louder than it needs to be. Also, yeah, you can go first.
Okay, so I feel like his whole spy thing, that was a great idea on paper, and you're going to hear me say this for a lot of things, it was horribly executed. And, you know, we find out that there is a spy in the First Order and that they're feeding information to the Resistance. We find out about that pretty early in the film, but it's dropped up until we find out Hux is the spy. And then after we find out, 5 minutes goes by and he gets an over-the-top comical death.
Yeah, just gets shot.
And he slides across the floor, and it's so stupid.
You know my main problem with that? Like I said, I almost kind of like the idea that he was the spy. It was like, wow, that's actually kind of interesting. I guess he's going to be like a redeemed character or whatever. But then I was thinking too, I was like, do you actually think that in the events of Force Awakens and Last Jedi, do you think at all that the writers and people were like, at all thinking he was a spy, or was that totally just not something made just for this movie?
I feel like it could have been an idea in Force Awakens. And once again, I'm going to say this for a lot of things. I feel like it could have been an idea in Force Awakens, but then, you know, Rian Johnson made Last Jedi, and it kind of ruined a lot of what was set up. A lot of what was set up in Force Awakens.
That's a problem with a lot of things in this movie.
Oh yeah, you can feel that in most places. I feel like it was an idea, but it wasn't able to be fleshed out as much as maybe J.J. Abrams wanted to originally.
I won't lie, when that scene happened and he's like, I'm the spy, this was the only time, like, a lot of movies never got me to do this. Somehow this movie was one of those movies, somehow I literally went, oh shit, like, out loud. Like, it actually surprised me. I genuinely did not expect him to be a spy. And a lot of people don't like it and stuff, I know. I think it has been kind of set up in the movie so far with Kylo and Hux kind of definitely having odds. And I kind of think it would make sense for Hux to want Kylo dead, but like it's just kind of the manner they did it, where it's just kind of out of nowhere. He's like, "I'm the spy," and then
I kind of
It
wish.
feels like the execution felt like something out of Spaceballs, honestly.
well, yeah, it was kind of weird. And you know what? It could have been something even better too. But then, like you said, they had that like really comedic death and stuff that wasn't comedic at all, which is another big problem in this movie. We'll get on later, but it's just like that's not how that should. Like after that, he should have like I don't know, something should have happened. Like beyond,
I would
like,
like for him to escape with the Resistance, like Poe and Finn and all them, and he kind of joins them. I feel like that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
well, at the same time too, I don't know if he necessarily was against the First Order. It sounded like he just wanted Kylo dead.
Yeah.
And that's why he was being a spy. So like I kind of understand him staying and shit, but like I don't like the death. I didn't like it. It was the twist itself really surprised me and got me to go, oh, I just wish they kind of did it better, because whenever he got shot I was like, are you serious right now?
You know what I think? I think it should have been a random stormtrooper, because literally in the movie they talk about there's been other deserter stormtroopers. So it's like, why wasn't it just some other stormtrooper?
That's definitely something I'll get on to later, by the way. I don't know. I kind like I've heard a lot of emotions towards that scene. And like, personally, I like the twist. I just it could have been executed a lot better.
Yeah.
Which is like Raymond said perfectly, an issue with a lot of things in this movie.
The Emperor.
No, I'm saving
Well,
that.
no, not executed perfect or better, more like not in the movie.
I'm saving that for way later, trust me.
Alrighty. I got a lot to say about that one.
I mean, there was some good stuff about him, I personally think, but like it doesn't necessarily blend very well. But let me think of another big scene. There was a scene towards the beginning. Okay, I've heard no one talk about this scene for some reason, but this was a big issue in Last Jedi, because it made some of the other movies. My mic still sounds good, right?
Yeah.
It made some of the other movies like have plot holes and stuff. There was a scene. It was so quick, so subtle. At the very beginning of the movie, they use hyper drive or hyperspeed or whatever, and to break through ice or whatever.
Oh yeah, that made no sense.
And then that's what they did in the last movie, where like that really cool scene, which I love.
Holdo, the only cool thing she did in the movie.
Yeah, what's up, Godzilla? But
our one viewer.
But like what I'm saying though is like that no one's talking about that. That's like that's such a dumb concept. Like it's cool on paper, but it just ruins all the other movies.
Well, like the light speed jumping as a whole.
Yeah, like why did they have to like that? To me, ruins light speed jumping, because now we know it can just destroy shit. And then on top of that, this is another thing that I don't like even more. There's like this whole thing where like they can just track people flying through hyperspace now or whatever, just casually.
Yeah.
And
that was very subtly set up in Rogue One too, because I rewatched that one the other day. It was like a kind of little fuck you moment to the audience, I
don't really remember that in Rogue One too much. I need to watch Rogue One again.
It's literally a blink and you'll miss it moment. It's such a throwaway line. But I rewatched that after rewatched Last Jedi, so I picked up on it.
Yeah, the Last Jedi one came out of nowhere to me though, and it really kind of.
I feel like the whole idea is kind of just stupid.
I think it's stupid. I think both parts are stupid, to be honest. Like we're talking about bad stuff right now. I don't even care. We'll talk about whatever. I think both parts are kind of stupid. Where like hyperdrive can like break through stuff, and also you can track someone through space going like they do like multiple dimensional travel, right?
Yeah.
And like it doesn't make sense to me. And then it leads into a scene immediately where like they make Poe look like a dumbass again because he ruined the Millennium Falcon, even though he's supposed to be like the best pilot. That's and then Rey, has to show him up. That all pissed me off.
Yeah.
While we're on that idea, you have that whole scene where Poe and Rey are at odds with each other and they're bickering about what Poe did to the Falcon, the light speed jumping and all that. That idea was never picked up ever again in the rest of the film.
Oh yeah.
I cannot be the only one who didn't notice that. And that's not the only idea that wasn't picked up for the rest of the film either.
You know what another big issue was with me? Like another what's the word I want to use? Oh my god. Oh, another big issue I have with this movie. Why is all the main characters always bickering and at odds?
I don't
Like, unlike past movies and stuff, like, they get along and stuff sometimes, or like they like Obi-Wan and Anakin where they have some bickering moments, but they still get along sometimes, they still have their moments.
I wouldn't call that bickering, but okay.
I mean, if we're talking prequels,
They kind of hated each other. Well, Anakin hated
Well,
Obi-Wan.
until Revenge of the Well, okay, the beginning of Revenge of the Sith,
Why
Anakin
did you kill me?
he didn't hate him at the beginning of Revenge of the Sith, but every other moment, pretty
I
much.
guess he liked him. We can say.
And then later he's like, "I don't need Obi-Wan."
But it's just
I
like
don't want to hear any more about Obi-Wan.
it's just like the characters never got along in this movie at all, and it just never made sense to me. They
They did when it was convenient for the script.
Even then, they like never got along. Like they would all go against each other's like will or like
ideas.
There's a great scene I was thinking about right now where like Rey just goes for the what's it called,
the Death Star.
The Death Star. What's left
Yeah.
of it? By the way, how the hell is there any of the Death Star? That's just so weird that a big chunk like that.
Ewok Death Cult. It's the Ewok Death Cult, man. I'm telling you.
Or actually, hold on. Speaking of Ewoks, were they on? Hold up. Was that big piece of the Death Star on Endor, like the moon, or was it on the actual planet?
No, it was on the actual planet, not the
That's what I
moon we
thought.
saw in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm trying to think of something
Dude,
else that's pretty
Chewie's
good.
fake death.
Yeah, no, okay. But leading up to that though, why I don't care if it's in her bloodline or not, Rey should not have been able to do Force lightning there at all.
I thought that seemed like kind of forced.
Yeah, I thought that was
No pun intended at all, by the way.
Well, because here's the problem with that. The Force lightning is a Sith ability that Rey has never been trained to do, and she's never practiced it or anything. And then, like, all of a sudden, she just knows, like, or not knows, but she somehow just accidentally does Force lightning. Like,
Hey,
how
hold
the
up.
hell?
Are you going against Rey's? Are you saying Rey's a bad character? You're sexist.
Oh no!
Oh,
Like,
Jesus,
trust
we're
me.
not going to start that, are we?
Oh, dude, no, trust me. This film honestly made me like Rey more than the other movies. This was my favorite.
Awakens, not in Last Jedi. Liked her in this one.
This was my favorite portrayal of Rey, but I'll get onto that later. But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, it makes sense.
she should not have been able to do Force lightning.
I know. What's funny though is that I legit thought, like, that scene when Chewie walks out and the camera's focusing on him for a while. I was like, I don't like how long they're focusing on Chewie. And then it showed the Knights of Ren behind the rock. I was like, are we about to get a scene where Chewie gets brutally murdered? But then when she like shoots the ship with her random Force lightning and it blows up. I actually thought Chewie was dead since I didn't read the release or anything. I was just like, is Chewie fucking dead? Is that really how they killed Chewbacca? That was fucking stupid. But then he's alive, thank God.
Yeah, I read the leak, so I knew he was alive. But either way, that scene was really retarded. And just like the fact she should not. Okay, the only way she should be able to do lightning is if she was a Sith, or if she was
she was able to harness that ability,
or if she was a Grey.
Oh yeah, that too.
But we don't have many Greys in the universe, in the films at least.
We don't have many in canon.
Have there been any Greys in movies?
In movies? Are you sure?
I think the closest we ever got was Mace Windu.
Really? I don't know. I think the closest we ever got was Luke, actually, in Last Jedi. Because he literally said how much he hated the Jedi and stuff, and like how he was kind of his own like thing and taught basically the Jedi teaching and stuff. Like how flawed it was and stuff. Like the Jedi ideology. He wasn't agreeing with the Sith per se, but he kind of like went against the Jedi.
True.
He was kind of.
I guess I can see what you mean, but like he didn't really use any abilities we see, Grey Jedi use.
The only
that's why I say Mace Windu is probably the closest we get because of his explanation for the purple lightsaber and all that.
Well, that and his ability to harness his opponent's dark force abilities or whatever.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I know like Ahsoka is a Grey Jedi.
That was Rebels. I don't want to think about Rebels.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we've ever got a Grey Jedi in the movies.
Someone said I have bad news and good news.
In the YouTube comments?
Yeah.
It hasn't loaded yet. Who was it?
Someone named Running Godzilla Michael.
Okay. What's the good? What's the bad?
Good, the bad, and the ugly.
Walter Williams. What is that? I assume he's talking about that comment.
Another thing. Actually, here's something good I like that made me kind of like the movie. We do actually see Rey actually kind of go through training. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Oh
explained,
yeah, the whole thing with Leia and all that.
it's explained she's been training for a year. Like, this movie takes place a year after Last Jedi, and then we see that Leia's actually like we see what her training regimen is. You know, like we know like they state she's been training for a year, which isn't always the best thing, but at least they show us the kind of training she goes through.
And they do show the passage of time, and she has harnessed the Force a little better.
All right, guys. You want to know the bad news?
Yeah.
The bad news is the cinema. They have the movie.
What?
I don't know. That's what it
Oh,
says.
wait.
Oh, is it loaded?
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so another thing too. I mean, it wasn't bad. Now, what do you think about Kylo just randomly controlling like a ball and then just beating the shit out of Rey with it, and Rey just not being able
Oh,
to
is that
do
what was
anything?
happening?
Yeah, Kylo was controlling that ball.
Oh, by the way, I want to talk about that the whole thing with Kylo and Rey, the Force thing later on. But I didn't even know Kylo was doing that.
Streaming on Christmas? Maybe, I don't know, honestly.
I won't.
Yeah, I won't
Well,
either.
not with you guys. I
They
might
didn't have the movie. Sorry.
Oh, your cinema didn't have the movie? Well, you're not. I mean.
Oh,
But yeah, go on. What were you saying about the Force Center? Did you want to go on still talk about that scene where Kylo was like just randomly controlling the training ball and hurting Rey?
hold up. Someone said I haven't seen the movie due to the reviews. Is it really that bad?
No.
Not really that bad.
It
There's
comes
some
down
really
to opinion, though.
Yeah, there's some really like dumb stuff in it, but I liked it for the most part. I thought it was better than Last Jedi.
Oh, by far.
I think that's universally agreed.
No, I've seen a couple
You'd be
people.
surprised.
No, actually, okay, because a lot of people were saying The Last Jedi at least has better writing in terms of like, I don't know how to. I can't defend anyone, so who said Last Jedi is better?
I can't defend Last Jedi.
Why did
so.
exactly? Why did Kylo die so many times?
When has he died?
No, okay, so
Oh yeah, his fake out death with his redemption, and then his
that
actual
scene.
death.
It was funny that scene, and within like a 5-minute time span, Kylo dies like twice. I thought when you remember when actually no, it's like 3 times technically. Even though okay, one of them he doesn't really die, and you kind of know that, but the Emperor takes his life force or whatever that stupid stuff was, and then
Well, I actually like that. I'll explain why later, though.
all right, but then the Emperor like he picks him up. And then he throws him in that pit, and I was like, "Did Kylo just die? Is that really it?"
At least the comic books kind of came out before and explained why he was
Too
able.
bad
to
I didn't read the comic books, and I don't
Well,
care.
no, there's a comic book where because it's interesting because we know Emperor Palpatine survived his fall, right?
Well, I mean, he wasn't supposed to.
He
until
didn't
this movie came
survive
out.
it, but like he didn't go splat either.
Some Horcrux shit up in here.
When he was, it was one of the first things he taught Kylo when he was okay. So you know how he controlled Snoke, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll
wanna know
get
what-
to that later.
You want to know what one of the first things he taught Kylo was?
What? How to survive blowing up into a blue
He-
flame?
He
How to
threw
come back when the franchise is desperate?
He threw Kylo down a pit. Snoke threw Kylo down a pit that was full of spikes and stuff and told Kylo he had used the dark side to levitate and catch himself. And last second, Kylo learned how to levitate and protect himself from big falls.
Why is that Kylo and Rey team up to defeat the bad guys? Then they fight each other. Then they do it over again. It's so confusing. I mean, that was like Last Jedi, wasn't it?
Then they
Yeah.
smooch.
Yeah, let's.
Which is
focus-
incest.
Yeah, but all right, hold up. Let's focus on one thing at a time. And I was going to talk about Rey and you know how like in Last Jedi and Snoke even said this. He kind of connected their, I don't know, like their Force ways or whatever. Where you know how like all those scenes where Kylo and Rey just kind of like talk to each other through the Force.
Yeah.
I think
With
it's
shirtless Kylo Ren.
dude Ben Swallow.
Dude, that's thing come out of Last Jedi by far.
All right, but you know what? Even though it was kind of a cool scene at the same time, I was like, "What the fuck was that?" Where Rey, like, you thought she was gonna kill the Emperor, but then she like puts her lightsaber behind her back, and then Kylo has it all of a sudden. How does that work?
Okay, every movie they've gotten kind of way more in depth with like
Clearly.
what they're doing with that. It's like they're going a little bit more extreme. The Last Jedi really introduced that. I guess that was just like J.J. Abrams' way of kind of just like using it. I mean, to be fair, Force Ghosts can just catch lightsabers now. So.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh,
We'll talk about that.
I'm playing Battlefront 2 right now, so if I sound kind of pissed off or just random reactions, that's why. I just got brutally murdered by Darth Maul, so that's
what did you guys think of that whole opening scene? Where Kylo like kills the whole Force, finds the thing, goes to meet Palpatine.
With all like 1,000 Death Stars that just come out of nowhere.
And
you mean Star Destroyers?
Oh yeah,
and he sees all the like Snoke clones, and then he sees Palpatine.
Yeah, by the way,
dead.
that's so. All right, actually, no, I should say this now. I find everything. I basically hate everything about Palpatine in this movie, and also his Sith planet, and also everything to do with the Sith in this movie. Kind of.
You bring up the Sith planet. Once we're done talking about Palpatine as a whole, there's something I'd like to talk about with that Sith planet.
Yeah, I hate the idea that I just made Snoke. He was some random clone guy.
Well, here's what's interesting to me. I wonder if that's their way of trying to put legends in the canon by like, because in the comic books in Legends, Palpatine survives his fall kind of by
Yeah, so is he like dead, or is he just on very, very bad life support?
Where like what in this movie? He's dead.
It feels like something out of Harry Potter because you have Palpatine. He's kind of just on life support, kind of like Voldemort after he fell, and then he needs to get his power back.
Oh, Darth Vader.
His power back.
No, he's dead. Like he even says, I've died before and stuff. He's dead. It's just his spirit, his Sith power is so strong. He possessed his body because we've seen in Star Wars, both canon and legend, how Jedis can have Force ghosts.
Yeah.
Well, Sith can't, but they can have this thing where they can possess certain bodies or structures or something like that, and that's the way they're basically their version of Force ghosts, by possessing something, even if it's just an object. We saw that in Clone Wars. Basically, he just possessed his body. But I'll get on later what I did like about Palpatine, but I'm trying to hold off on Palpatine for now.
Yeah, let's save that for last, because I have a lot to say about
it. That's our big thing.
Do I think Kylo Ren's the best character in the sequel trilogy?
No. I don't know.
Poe Dameron for me.
No, I
don't really know.
What they did with Poe, I don't care for him. I think Finn had the most potential.
Oh no, definitely Finn had the most potential. I can't.
But they ruined it. Yep. I mean, at least they kind of tried to add to it in this movie, but that's something else I'm gonna get on. All the just random ass characters added in this movie. But Finn, I think Finn had the most potential, but like, I would say Kylo Ren's probably been my favorite in the trilogy. It's just kind of weird how he's kind of bipolar, and finally he's now become a Jedi.
Your son.
You know what's funny? Oh, you know what? Another time Kylo Ren died when Rey fucking stabbed him.
He didn't die. Thing.
And killed. Well, okay, he wasn't dead, but he killed Leia. She killed Leia at the same time.
Well, Force healing. Okay, Force healing is a Jedi power that's been made clear, and then Force draining is a Sith
Mandalorian.
Power. That's a Sith power. So, but anyway, so. Yeah, so the reason Rey was do that is because she studied a bunch of the ancient Jedi stuff.
Sacred Jedi texts.
Yeah, and she learned
page turns they were not.
Page turners they were not.
I am talk funny I do.
Well, she learned how to do Force heal with from those books and stuff. I guess.
Mm-hmm. That's why that has been established within the world. Especially recently.
Wait, man, I thought Rey have 2 white sabers.
Like Ahsoka?
Yes, Darth Vader. Well, I don't know.
I mean, if we're talking about who would win, Darth Vader would probably.
No. He's not asking who would win. He was asking if Darth Vader would just kill him if they met. If Darth Vader would be try to actually communicate with him.
I don't think he'd kill him on the spot. I think he would.
I think it comes
Awkward.
down to if it's like a Luke Skywalker situation where Palpatine explains first if he's like related to him or not.
Yeah.
Which,
And
by the way,
to be fair though, even when Vader knew about Luke, he didn't want to kill him right away. He was kind of infatuated with him because he knew he was Force sensitive.
you want to know what my least favorite? Okay, with that whole intro scene, you guys. Well, I was trying to explain real quick. I didn't get to the reason that I think they're trying to bring legends into canon. Palpatine, in a way, survived by bringing by cloning himself a bunch, and he kept cloning himself.
Oh, speaking of the Emperor, there he is.
I was kind of wondering if Snoke was like a failed clone of him or something, since they look a lot alike,
Yeah.
But
The Emperor.
another thing too, with Palpatine and stuff, I don't understand why, but all these movies so far, when he's controlling Snoke or telling Kylo himself to kill Rey, and then his objective all along was to get Rey to come to him. Make no sense to me.
Bad writing.
Yeah, but they've done that every movie. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
And you can definitely tell in this movie, I can't see Palpatine actually being the plan all along.
Oh no.
No.
You could tell they were desperate just to get something for this conclusion because they killed Snoke in the last
They
one.
should have just put Dark Plagueis in. I don't know.
That
why.
would have been more interesting, at least.
I mean, as long as
Would
they
have added a little more to the lore.
Or like, oh, I don't know. You know how many Sith they can go through from Legends and stuff too. Like they could bring back what's the one guy's name? The one like gray Sith Jedi character that was like is like as popular as Starkiller in Legends.
Oh,
one with two lightsabers.
Oh, that's not the one from the Old Republic, is he?
I have no idea. Anyways, that's off topic. But what's another thing? So did you guys like Rey overall better in this movie, or?
Oh yeah, much better.
I thought she did. I liked her a lot better. I thought she wasn't as annoying so much Mary Sue. She actually had a lot of like ups and downs and stuff.
She had a lot of emotional moments too, and I think that's thanks to mostly in part by Daisy Ridley's performance. I thought she was great in this movie.
Well, it's like at least this time around, she didn't like. She had to actually overcome some stuff to win.
She had obstacles, and that's what makes her compelling. That's what makes any character compelling is that they have obstacles. They have.
And didn't Kyler actually technically beat her for once until like he sends his mom?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he had her on the ropes. The whole reason she won that fight was basically because Leia did the connection with her and Ben.
Which, by the way, that seemed like that fight. By the way, it was throughout the movie.
What are we talking about? I had to go for a second.
We're talking about Rey. I don't understand why like Rey throughout the movie kept seeming like she was getting closer to the dark side until that moment where Leia dies, and then she's just like completely back to good.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like she literally Leia died. Everyone like sensed or whatever. And she still stabbed Kylo in the stomach.
Hmm?
Maybe she felt like it was his fault or something.
Wait, hold up. Talking about Rey and the dark side, can we talk about who was the stupid moron in the marketing who said, "Yeah, let's put that one scene with Rey as a Sith in the trailer, even though it's only in like a 2-second vision she has."
What?
What you don't remember that from the trailer?
No, like I don't understand what you're trying to say. Maybe I didn't hear you
What
right.
idiot in the marketing said, "Let's take that scene with Rey, where remember that where she has that vision of her."
Yeah.
Who decided to put that in the trailer? Because like now I want to go. No, of course people were like, "Oh my god, Rey's actually going to go to the dark side." No, actually,
she's actually going to be a compelling character.
It was just
kind of
random 2-second like vision.
I gotta lie. I can't lie though. She kind of had a dope ass lightsaber.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Too bad it was only in a vision.
It was like a trailer bait type thing. It's a trailer shot. That's the best way to put it.
She had like Pennywise teeth.
I know, it was kind of weird actually. That was stupid.
Trying to think.
Since we're on the topic of Dark Side Rey, I could honestly see the idea that they were going to have Rey turn to the dark side the whole time. Like in Last Jedi, she was going to take Kylo's hand or whatever. But no, it doesn't happen. So I guess there's a law that she can't be compelling in the second movie.
What's your guys' thoughts overall on like their force connection thing getting to the point now where they can have a literal battle and stuff.
Yeah, that was weird.
I thought it was okay. Honestly, I thought it was okay.
And Kylo like pulls the necklace off her and stuff through that, and
Yeah, they
he
can
has
like
it.
transport items. So can they eventually transport themselves? Can they just teleport basically?
Instant transmission.
Why Disney they put the clip on the trailer?
Why? Okay. Why are Force Ghosts so powerful in this new series?
I don't know. I mean, Yoda can freaking destroy. He can summon
Yoda can summon lightning and just destroy the sacred
the
Jedi
sacred
temple.
Jedi text.
The sacred Jedi text.
And then there's Luke who can hold a lightsaber, like a physical lightsaber.
Like he caught it and stuff. And it's
Well, I
like,
mean, Yoda was sitting on a railing, a rock in Return of the Jedi. Why wouldn't he just sink through it?
Yeah, and then you have a broken neck Anakin. What the hell, man? I was gonna live.
Fuck you! You killed me, you ass.
that whole scene, that I don't know. I think they're getting a little bit crazy with some of their ideas there.
I honestly don't like the whole thing. How Rey and Kylo, like how Kylo pulled the necklace off. When I saw that, I was like, "Wait, what the hell? What was that? How?"
Yeah, that kind of surprised me, but I kind of was gonna try to let it pass. But then, like later on with the lightsaber, when she
just
behind
gave
her
him
neck,
the lightsaber,
and he just goes, he shakes his hand like he's like, I don't know what the fuck that was either, but hey, I got it now.
I thought that the little handshake there. I thought that was a nice little thing. It seems
Yeah.
like something the son of Han Solo would do.
Can I say what one of my big disappointments was?
yeah.
Why the Knights of Ren?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I feel very strongly about the Knights of Ren. They were cool. They had a cool presence.
Yeah, for like
but
the
they
2
were
seconds they were there.
so underutilized.
I mean, at least they were finally like used
At
but,
all,
like,
yeah.
But then, like, what? They were like in it twice, just
They
walking
disappeared in
around.
the second act of the film.
They were like in it
Came
twice,
back at the
walking
very
around, and then they came at the very end just to get killed by Kylo, and just of like as soon as he gets a lightsaber, like you're telling me they could not hold their own at all. These 5 like trained assassins against one Sith now Jedi. Instead, like he was kind of beating them up too without a lightsaber for a second.
Yeah.
Like how? Like I get it, he's Force sensitive stuff, but like they're supposed to be able to like fight him. Like how? I don't understand. I don't know. I didn't like what they did with them. I thought they were really underutilized, and then just it was so stupid some of the choices they made, and their deaths and stuff, and the whole final confrontation.
Are you getting bored of the stream already?
No, I'm just tired. Jesus. You know what? You know what I'm actually kind of surprised about though? The character.
Lando lived.
No, I was gonna say the character deaths. I'm very surprised that they didn't kill C-3PO and Chewbacca. Those are the ones I was really thinking of.
At my friends.
Yeah, nice trailer bait. By
Well,
the way.
you know what? You want to know what character stole the movie for me? Like, was like a highlight character?
I liked Lando, but he wasn't there enough. But what's yours?
C-3PO.
Yeah, he was actually quite good in the movie.
I thought he was quite a.
He was good. I just didn't like how they treated the whole idea of him wiping his memory like an actual joke.
Yeah, well, they don't at first, but then they're just like, no, it's C-3PO. It's funny, even though, yeah, he's supposed to be the comic relief, but
like not like that.
It was still. I thought they actually used him pretty well. I thought he brought a lot of charm in the movie, and he was one of the few top characters that like the comedy wasn't written very awkwardly for.
the Knights of Ren did almost nothing the whole movie. It would have been cool to see them have an actual fight scene against Rey. Yeah, that would have been cool.
Music.
I think that's just my radio, actually. Oh, it's my Alexa. It's got Christmas music playing.
Be careful. The stream's gonna get taken down.
I'm just saying, this film overall, I don't know. I think C-3PO was actually one of the few characters I really did enjoy the whole way through. I wasn't too disappointed with anything I did with him. I didn't like a lot of the MCU style jokes that were really awkward throughout the movie.
It's not like Last Jedi bad, but it still wasn't very.
Because as we all know, the MCU created comedy.
No, it's great for the 1,000th time. It didn't create it; it popularized it.
Actually, do you guys think that this is true? This criticism
No, the
where, like,
humor that the MCU has, and everyone thinks they need to replicate that to be successful.
That's still been a thing for a while, but
Do you
I guess
guys-
the MCU did make it like very like because like every MCU
It
movie is
popularized it, Corey, and that means it made it popular.
plus like every
Yeah.
MCU movie is like
You
that.
Do you guys
That's
still
the
think?
Incredible Hulk.
Do you guys still think the first 100 and like 130, the first like hour and a half of the movie and stuff? Do you think the whole criticism about the movie feeling like it was rushed and all talking is true?
I can't say it was all talking. I can say I had a big problem with the pacing at the beginning of the movie. Everything was just going like way too fast.
To me,
I can't say it felt like rushed, but like they packed too much in at one time.
I mean, I didn't really notice it too much, and I thought there was action and stuff. I don't know exactly what people were talking about. Like, we had actually kind of a cool scene where Rey, like, sabers his Kylo's TIE fighter.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
How the hell did she do that? But hey, she did it because she's fucking Rey. But that was kind of cool. And then there was a really weird chase scene with stormtroopers. They can fly now.
I like that part. That was funny.
Yeah,
Other than the joke.
That was funny. No, that was funny. I like that. I thought it was
I didn't
funny.
like that where they're like, they can fly now, and then Finn's like, they can fly now, and then Poe's like, they can fly now.
I don't know. I thought it was funny.
That's been a meme just because how bad it was written.
Ah, they fly now.
I remember they bamboozled us with C-3PO's eyes being red in the trailer.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
trailer bait.
I legitimately thought 3PO was gonna snap, and like even on the poster he had Chewie's bowcaster. I thought he was gonna start blowing people away.
That would have been nice.
Like,
Actually,
3PO was out for blood.
You know, with unutilized characters, I thought R2-D2 this whole trilogy's been really unutilized.
I mean, Force Awakens I was all right with because like he was asleep the whole movie, and then you came in at the end, and then I thought like okay,
And
well
we had the other piece to Luke's map. I liked that.
now then we got Last Jedi. I honestly don't remember if he was in that movie or not.
He was.
Wait, yeah,
he
for
had
like 2
like
seconds.
one of the 3 good scenes in the whole movie. The scene with Luke on the Falcon.
Oh yeah. And then there was what was it? Someone's calling for somebody.
Brody!
This movie, he was there for like
He was there for Leia's funeral at least.
yeah.
I like what this movie Force Awakens did, that whenever one of Chewie's friends die, they actually show him mourning.
Dude, all right, hold on.
Okay, no, I'm
no,
not
hold
ready to talk about that.
Hey, all right.
I'm not
Leia's-
emotionally ready.
We got Luke's death scene in Last Jedi. I didn't feel a single fucking thing.
Luke's
Yeah,
my
but-
favorite character, and I just
When Luke
didn't feel
Skywalker
anything.
died, I honestly didn't feel a freaking thing. I guess I can say how bad that Jedi is. And then with Leia, I wasn't as sad as I thought I would be. But no, the part where they show Chewie like sobbing, I was like, "Oh, you can't do that to me." That the only monsters with that scene.
I could tell Leia's death was something they had to kind of write around because, like,
Well, yeah.
that clearly was
He
not.
did work around it very well, though. Like,
Yeah,
all
that-
things considered.
That actress was clearly not. What's her name? Oh my god.
Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, that clearly was not Carrie Fisher because, like, they had her face blacked out, and then whenever you would be able to see her, they had her covered with like a blanket.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Well, first of all, I'm glad. You know what's kind of funny? I was actually expecting this movie to pull a, like, they're gonna have Leia,
Eyes in between.
the Polar Express character.
Grand Moff Tarkin style.
Yeah, but no, they actually. I don't know. I guess that was like archived footage. That's so weird that they had all that footage of Leia just kind of lying around. I guess.
It worked, though.
Yeah.
That was because remember they actually said before Last Jedi came out, because remember she died before Last Jedi came out.
Yeah,
She-
she died 2016.
They already said they had a lot of her episode 9 scenes filmed.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure Han Solo was supposed to be in The Last Jedi, actually, because he was in the casting as a ghost. But then they must have changed. Just went, we'll save it for the Rise of Skywalker. Which a lot of people, I know they don't like that. Personally, I think it was just kind of like an hallucination.
Yeah.
It really, because he even says something. Doesn't he say that at one point? Something like,
In this one.
yeah, like doesn't he say something about like you're just like an hallucination in my head or something? Like Kylo says that to Han.
I think so. He's like your hallucination or whatever. But he might, might just be his dark side talking or whatever.
I mean, yeah, I agree. There's not much else they really could have done with the story. No. I keep saying that they did the best what they had to work with, but there's definitely things they could have did with the story.
They did the best with what they had to work with, but here's the thing:
They
they
didn't
had
have to do Palpatine.
nothing to work with.
Yeah, Last Jedi got rid of everything.
But they didn't have to put like Palpatine and stuff in the movie. There was other methods they could do.
Yeah. God,
I mean, I wonder if J.J. Abrams had bigger plans for Snoke.
Oh,
Just-
definitely.
probably did.
No, I can guarantee you he had a big plan for Snoke.
First of all, hold on. This is super off topic, but someone said so. The trailer for Godzilla vs Kong gonna be in February. I don't know where you heard that.
Probably March. I would assume.
Probably never gonna come out.
It's probably gonna go.
You're gonna push the film off again.
I don't know
Probably
where
gonna
you
go
got
straight to
that
Netflix.
confirmed.
Anyways, okay. What's another What was it?
Hold up. You know what? You said something earlier. I want to know why you hate this character so much. With the character, I thought this character was, he was just there. I thought he was funny, I guess sometimes. But the new droid Dio.
I love Dio.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
Kyle, why don't you like Dio?
Well, I was joking around. I don't hate
Oh.
him. I don't really care for a lot of the new droids,
I like BB-8, but
especially in Solo. When I haven't seen
Okay,
Solo,
no,
but I know
let's not talk
we're
know
not
when
gonna
there's
talk
a
about
We're not gonna talk about that.
relationship going
Thank
on
you.
there.
No, we're not going to talk about that fucking.
I will say my favorite droid in the new movie so far is the one from Rogue One.
Okay,
Oh, he's the best. He's the best. I legit cared about when he fucking died.
For some reason, when I rewatched that one, that was the saddest scene for me. And he wasn't even my favorite character in that movie.
Okay, but anyways, and by the way, I personally didn't like it how just these new characters kept coming out of like literal nowhere.
Oh, you mean like
And,
the
like,
bounty hunter girl, that Poe?
Bounty Hunter girl, and then the
Gory Bliss.
and then the
Of
group
course, you know her name.
the group of people who were like, so they used to be stormtroopers, and then they came
Oh,
running in on a horse.
Okay,
on
them
the
I was
car
perfectly
player.
fine with.
The one, then they all rode in with Finn on a bunch of horses on a star destroyer.
For a minute, I thought those were the camel things from
That's what I thought they were at first too.
from Ray and Finn, or not Ray, Rose and Finn's wacky casino adventure.
Oh my god, is Corey still here? You know what
Corey?
the actual best thing they did with this movie was?
What?
Rose basically was not in it that much at all.
I liked her little hug with Chewie at the end. That was nice.
I mean, I'm just so glad. I'm so glad that she didn't have much. They didn't give her much to do in this film. I'm so glad. I hated Rose's character.
What, in Last Jedi or this movie?
This movie, I said, I'm so glad that's the best thing they did with this movie is not have her be a huge part of it.
I was gonna say I didn't mind her. To be fair, all right. Let me talk about Rose for a second. In Last Jedi, thought she was at the beginning. I thought she was just like another Star Wars side character. I didn't really think much of her. I thought she got really annoying or like preachy when it came to the whatever.
Biggest in the galaxy gets you this rich.
Actually, I think everything else in that movie, especially near the end, I don't like her character. This movie, she kind of just went back to average Star Wars side character. She was there. I didn't mind her.
Still better than just like these brand new characters who I didn't care for. It came out of nowhere and was a big plot point.
Yeah, like again, the bounty hunter girl who's like there, then gone, and then you think she's dead, but no, she just comes back in the end, and you're supposed to be like, "Oh, she came back." Too bad I don't even know her name or remember her name.
To be generally honest, I feel like that character, especially really, I have a feeling she was designed to, give Poe a little more depth and maybe Last Jedi. Because yes, she does give Poe more depth, but then Rian Johnson came around.
I'm kind of disappointed with I was so confused whenever the girl came up and me and everyone else are a bunch of stormtroopers that didn't shoot and we came how does the First Order the Empire have such a big problem with stormtroopers keeping them in check and now they're just all rebelling?
It's because it's run by a moody teen and a genetically created Sith Lord.
I'm just saying though. I'm look, Finn's just one thing, and that was really interesting. But come on, a bunch of them, I think that was kind of silly.
I do like how they use the original score and mix some of them. I mean, to be fair, I don't know. That was a huge advertising point for this movie. Oh, we're gonna have a lot of the original scores in here. Don't every Star Wars movie have a lot of reused themes, but also Duel of Fates was in the freaking trailers, but not in the movie. That was
the one TV spot had a crazy ass score. where
Yeah, I
they
don't
did
know.
Duel
Like,
of the Fates.
With the Imperial March and Duel of the Fates.
They did Imperial March, Duel of the Fates, and they even, I believe, had some Battle of Heroes mixed in there too.
oh, hold up. Someone sent me that or something because I've never seen that trailer. Also, I mean, the only time they played the Imperial March in the movie was like the end credits.
Did
No,
they?
they play it when Palpatine summoned the Star
Oh
Destroyer.
yeah. I should remember that. Yeah.
They also played it. It wasn't the classic one, but they also played it in the scene where Rey's going to find the Sith artifact thing, and before she runs into her evil self.
Oh, she walks into the throne room. The old
Yeah,
throne room.
whenever
I noticed
she's
that.
walking in there, yeah, there's a really quiet Imperial March.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a, I don't know.
You know one thing I really liked. I like, even though I thought this was going to be like the final confrontation or something. I liked the lightsaber fight between Rey and Kylo in that water place. That was I loved that fight. That was great.
I liked it at first, and then it was really badass whenever like Kylo walked through the
water.
But after that, it kind of got awkward because they started swinging like really slow.
I think it was Rey who was more swinging slow. I don't know. I thought it was just because she was getting some like I don't know emotionally mixed or I don't know. That's what I thought. But I thought like yeah, it was definitely awesome at the beginning, especially in IMAX.
I will say one thing about these movies so far that I've personally loved the most is that they have really amazing effects and really just beautiful made cinematography shots, and they're shot extremely well. Like Last Jedi, I remember when that came out. The only thing I like about the movie, I thought it was the most beautiful looking Star Wars movie.
It has some great shots and all that.
Like especially the scene that we were crapping on earlier, where like she does the hollow. She does
she goes through the Star Destroyers.
Yeah. I thought that was a really amazing looking shot. But
yeah,
it was. To be fair, I did like how that looked.
I liked how the battle on the salt planet looked. Like I liked how I don't know, it was just cool whenever
salt.
I liked how Gareth Edwards looked.
Yeah, he was there without a freaking helmet.
He always looks cute.
Put your helmet back on. We're gonna get killed.
I thought it was funny how Gareth Edwards he didn't cameo in Godzilla 2014. When I was young, I thought he did.
Didn't cameo in Rogue One.
He didn't cameo in Rogue One, the Star Wars movie he directed. But Last Jedi. You know what? I think it's time for me to make a cameo.
Wait, what was it Mr. Plinkett said in that review? Put your helmet back on, you stupid crack. Something like that.
Did you guys hate the fact that the first like
the final order? Is that what
the final order?
Oh my god, it's so stupid.
I fucking hate that. So dumb. The final order.
Yeah, no, that was.
He's like, didn't he snap? Did he snap? No, he didn't. But that's all right. Actually, you know what, Kyle? You can go. What you're saying?
Did you hate how it was very different. It was definitely not the same as the old Star Wars movies because each of these been kind of rinse and repeat.
Yeah,
very different. How this movie was a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
There was a MacGuffin. Well, not really a MacGuffin per se, but you know.
Hold up, though. Can we talk about the scene where Palpatine... I know we're not going to talk about Palpatine until later, but this is just more something he does. I can't stand that scene at the beginning. I mean, it was cool looking, and for a second I thought it was cool, but then I realized how randomly stupid it is. But when Palpatine, at the beginning of the movie, just lifted up all these hundreds of Star Destroyers out of the planet, and so are there people?
The rise of the final order.
Are there people in those right now, or is how did people get in them?
And I think he called him in later, maybe. I don't know.
Would you just have them up there? Were they just flying on their own?
It doesn't make sense. It's a Disney Star Wars.
And then, did he build them with the Force, or did they build them all under the planet just to have that big reveal?
No, you know what I would have much rathered.
What?
One big, huge, biggest we've ever seen.
A mega super Star Destroyer.
A mega super duper Disney Star Destroyer made by Disney.
Did you guys
it's all weird and almost just weathered and destroyed in some places, but it's just massive and it's got massive firepower. I would have loved that.
Did you guys think it was stupid that the Star Destroyers can now blow up planet?
The fucking planet. Yeah, I thought that was really stupid.
That kind of felt like forced almost. Why?
Are we not sick of seeing planets get blown up yet?
Oh, hey. I'll be right back. You guys keep talking. Text me on Hangouts if Cole joins and needs put in. I'll come up real quick and put them in.
All right.
Yeah, just keep chatting and just get a hold of me on Hangouts if Cole needs in.
Yep. Oh, by the way, Raymond, this is the time I should mention now. On this streaming service, the host can leave. Like he can actually leave the call. I don't think he's gonna actually leave the call. But
Wow.
that's very interesting.
Impressive.
All right, no. Going back to that though. Actually, you know what? I'm just talking about the Sith planet and how stupid I think it is. Hold up.
Oh, Exegol.
Whole movie has been a scavenger hunt this whole time instead of it actually being a huge Imperial invasion against what somewhat remains of the New Republic worlds. Yeah. All right. But Exegol, that Sith planet, I don't. That's so random with the Star Destroyers. There's hundreds of Star Destroyers. Apparently, they can't leave the planet unless they're following a certain one.
They need the go-ahead from everything. It's not them following a certain one. They just need the go-ahead to leave from that certain one. And that's what the Resistance was trying to stop.
That's so weird. What, they can't just send out a signal, be like, yeah, our thing was destroyed, but you can still leave.
No, because the thing was destroyed. They can't send out a signal.
Oh. Still, though, when someone...
Corey, it's a Disney Star Wars movie. Just accept it. We're going to be here forever trying to explain it.
No, that's bullshit. That was so stupid. I hated that. Also, what was it? You know what I didn't get? When Kylo landed on the planet and he walked under that thing and there was lightning coming out of it, what is that?
I think that's just like a force projection by Palpatine. I guess he wanted to set the aesthetic.
It's so random.
You know, if we're going to talk about Exegol, I want to bring this up. There are so many ideas in this movie that are brought up, and like they're brought up, and they're supposed to have been around for many, many, many years. General Pride, Emperor Palpatine's son, Exegol. I'm going to compare it to the unfortunate state of the Harry Potter books nowadays. J.K. Rowling is going in and adding all these changes to the books.
Oh God! Now he's talking about Harry Potter.
You're lucky this is the only time I'm really bringing it up, because there are a lot of similarities to Harry Potter in this movie. J.K. Rowling is going in and adding all these stupid little details.
Like how Hermione was apparently black this whole time.
Even though she was described as white in the books. Like, she goes in and adds these details. Clearly they never happened before, because they were never brought up before.
No, I just want to change it, you know?
Like, they obviously never happened, but now we're supposed to accept them as canon. Exegol, a Sith planet that has existed for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. We're supposed to accept it. General Pride, who apparently helped Palpatine during the Galactic Civil War, and I'm just going to go out on a limb here because I assume they probably mean it, and he does look like an old fart. Probably during the Clone Wars. We're supposed to accept that he was just there helping Palpatine.
At first, I was
Palpatine's son, we're supposed to accept that he had a son.
I was confused with General Pride. I was like, wait, is he actually like is he like an old character? Because I don't know every Star Wars character name. I thought he was maybe some character in the original trilogy. I just don't remember. But no.
When it comes to the original trilogy, I know every character's name. It's not something I'm necessarily proud of, but I do regardless. He was not in the original trilogy. He was created for this movie, and we're supposed to accept it.
What about that one guy? This isn't a bad thing, or even about the Sith. But like, what was his name? He was in the Millennium Falcon in the end of the movie for like 1 second.
Wedge.
That was kind of cool to see him.
Oh, I loved that.
Speaking of cool, all right, you know what? Since Kyle's not here, I guess we can.
Got murdered by a Gamorrean guard. This is bullshit.
Oh, dude, the Ewoks! The Ewoks got a. The Ewoks got a second of screen time in this movie.
Jawas did too.
Yeah, and also so did the Porgs.
And Chewie wasn't devouring one.
Alright, you know what? If there's any scene in Last Jedi I liked, it was that one. I thought the Porgs were really funny in that scene. Hold on. Exegol was so sudden. It's like, why did they not use Korriban? Hey, Raymond, I bet you know what that is.
That's expanded universe. That's expanded universe. That's not my area of expertise.
The true Sith homeworld as the place where Palpatine was hiding this whole time. Yeah.
Why not just any other planet?
Why not just any other villain? That's not.
No, I got an idea. Ewok Death Cult.
What was it? Oh yeah, but you know what? You know what was really good? The final space fight in this movie was pretty entertaining.
Oh, it was great. It was great.
That scene where Poe's like, "Well, we're dead," and then all of a sudden it's kind of random because there's like all of a sudden a million rebel like ships there. It's so cool because Lando's kind of leading that attack.
Mm-hmm.
Also, speaking of Lando, he was great in this movie, even though I think he could have used some more screen time. Like when he shot that stormtrooper in the eye, once they showed that mask guy, I was like, that's Lando. It's definitely Lando, and it was.
Yeah, I was surprised that was him.
I'm trying to think what else. I'm trying to think of good things for now, since Kyle's not here to bitch about something.
Wow.
What was your favorite scene? Just randomly, what was your favorite scene?
The scene where Finn, Ray, and Poe hug at the end.
Because it was over.
No.
I
What's your favorite scene?
don't know. I don't know.
Pick one. Pick five. Just pick five you liked.
Actually, no. Okay, I do want to talk about a scene that I actually really liked. Was when Luke lifted the X-wing out of the water, and it was like,
I love that scene.
even though it doesn't make any sense why that thing still works, but we're just gonna ignore that because Disney Star Wars movie, I guess. I mean, hey, it remained in a swamp, fully converged. I mean, what's the word? It submerged in the water, but that was for like a couple minutes. This one has been there for years, and it just somehow still works.
Yeah, but I don't really care though, because seeing Luke lift the X-wing, that made me
And the music.
so happy. I loved that scene so much.
Yeah, after Rey's like, I'm just gonna stay on this island. Let me just burn Kylo's TIE
and then
fighter.
she throws the lightsaber, and Luke catches it and says, "The weapon of a Jedi deserves more respect."
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, how are you holding that? You're a ghost.
I didn't care. I was laughing my ass off because it was a big middle finger to the Last Jedi.
Pretty much. Luke was like so much better in this movie for the 2 seconds.
Luke's 5 minutes of screen time in this, just oh my god, I loved it all. And Leia's lightsaber, like finding that, and that whole like little, like it was like a 2-second scene, but I still loved it. And the CG looked good too. They didn't look like Polar Express characters.
Hold on, what's this? Y'all struggling to try and find out which scene you liked in Rise of Skywalker tells me how much you guys like this movie. Well, guess what? I already said this. I like this movie. But I just don't really know what is my favorite scene. Even though
yes, the movie had flaws, but I loved it. But it's really easy for me to pinpoint what scene is my favorite. There were a lot of good ones, but it's even in Empire Strikes Back, it's easy for me to pinpoint my favorite. And that's my favorite Star Wars film, and just one of my favorite films ever.
My favorite scene in, I think, everything with Luke and Vader at the final confrontation at the Empire is like my favorite Star Wars moment.
For me, it sounds
very generic, but
for me, it's not my favorite Star Wars moment, but it's like my second favorite. The Carbonite scene.
That's your favorite scene in the movie?
Yeah.
Huh. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about
get the health pack. There we go.
Get the health pack.
Wait, I'm playing Battlefront. I'm trying to win. Run faster.
Run
faster. That's not Imperial. Oopsies.
Wait, I think you mentioned this earlier or not, but you know what scene I liked? The one where it shows Leia and Luke when they were young. I think you just mentioned this or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just say they didn't look like Polar Express characters. Like
they looked good, and it was a nice little scene.
That's probably why they had it in the dark.
Yeah, thank Christ. They should have kept Tarkin in the dark in Rogue One.
I'm still shocked at how Lando or Chewie or C-3PO weren't dead.
I'm so happy they're not dead.
I'm surprised Disney wasn't like, yep, kill them all. They're all original characters.
They don't pull a Kylo Ren at the start of Force Awakens.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, one thing that annoys me. Are we going to talk about the trilogy as a whole at any point? Because I want to talk about Captain Phasma.
Oh my god, yeah, actually, you might want to talk about that now since Kyle's still gone. Where'd he go?
We're going to have to carry the stream by ourselves. So anyway, Captain Phasma, what a waste of a character! Oh my god!
Gotta love how she's played by Brienne of Tarth from Game of Thrones, one of my favorite Game of Thrones characters.
Brienne of Tarth is awesome in Game of Thrones, by the way. If you watch that show, please no spoilers in the comments. I'm only on season 4.
Yeah, I'm only on I'm on season 5, so
yeah, she's awesome in Game of Thrones. What a waste in Star Wars, though.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Like, she was kind of cool. I mean, it was disappointing in Force Awakens because it was like, she wasn't there enough. But I was like, you know what? They're going to have her more in the movies, I'm sure. Her, oh God, Last Jedi, she's like...
Oh my God, she's a joke in that movie. She's in it for like 2 seconds.
It's funny, too, because I like her fight with Finn is kind of like cool, but it's like, it's so
lasted
short.
Longer.
Then she gets fucking fried.
And then she gets fried with a bad pun from Finn.
Kyle said, when I get back, I'll discuss what I like. Kyle, you think we can hold a stream for this long?
I mean, we're doing an okay job of it right now.
We do an okay job holding a stream when it's like an all-nighter stream. We're talking about anything stupid, random shit.
And we did do a good job of that. You should go totally check that stream out on Corey's channel. Oh God, what did I do? No, this is all wrong.
What?
I walked into a room with a bunch of stormtroopers. I didn't realize until the door was closed.
Someone's shooting fireworks outside.
Hooting balloons.
It sounds like it's like across the street. What the heck's happening?
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, what was that scene where Chewie was all like sad? Not the Leia scene.
No, I'm trying to think now. Was it when Maz Kanata gave him the medal? Because I love that scene.
No,
actually.
okay, that was a nice scene though. And
I guess people are saying it's like fan service, but honestly, screw that. He deserved a freaking medal.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fan servicey.
I think it didn't come off as that though. I think he deserved the medal. It didn't come off as like Rogue One style fan service.
Oh my God! Hold up. All right. I guess I'll have to get Kyle's opinion on this too. So in Palpatine's, he's got his nice stadium with the audience. Are the audience real? Are they a bunch of cult Sith members? Or those I thought it was like a force projection that Rey was having or something, where like there was a hallucination or something. But no, apparently they were there because they got crushed by rocks.
Okay, my theory on that, I feel like they were all just like past Sith. I don't know if they were. Well, they clearly were physically there because they got crushed from the fucking rock crusher. They read the script.
You guys are doing a pretty good job so far.
Whoa, okay. You didn't have to do that one, Corey.
Yeah, I think that's how the comments type, so that's how I'm gonna read
it.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean you have to read it like that.
Yeah, I think it doesn't mean I have to read it like that.
Corey. Oh, that's an Imperial shoot. No!
I'm surprised there was no ATA, like any kind of walkers in this movie.
ATST.
I'm surprised there was some kind of walkers.
You know what they did have?
What?
You know what they did have?
What?
Star Destroyer!
Oh my God. Yes, a lot of Star Destroyers.
With Death Star technology.
God, that was so dumb. When he came in and blew the planet up, I was like, okay, so now the Death Star. It wasn't even as impressive as like that scene. Even though it was very, it's just a bigger Death Star. That scene in Force Awakens where they blow those planets up, it's kind of like, wow, they're amping this up a bit. Now they can blow like multiple planets up at once.
But no, it gets destroyed.
What?
It gets destroyed. Starkiller Base, bye-bye. And I'm glad they didn't bring it back and like, Starkiller 2!
To be fair, I did say the film was still bad. Okay, yeah, Kyle does say the film is bad, but...
Yeah, I personally still, did love it despite its flaws. It's a case like Endgame. I think Endgame it's a little worse because the flaws in that one pissed me off more, but I still do love it for what it does right.
Dude, it's Endgame. It's a film masterpiece.
It is not a film masterpiece, okay? Oh, we are not doing a stream on Endgame, but trust me, if we did, I'd be ranting about Captain
90% of the population would disagree with you because it's a great film, and as many random people would say...
Shazam was better. Shazam was better.
It's better.
I just said a DC film was better than Endgame. You can fight me.
Well, Shazam is better than Endgame.
Shazam is a legitimately great film. But that's
I'm not even like a superhero buff guy. Like I'm just like, I watch very few superhero movies.
I'm a big fan of superhero movies, and I say Shazam was the best superhero movie this year.
I agree. Even though the only ones I saw was like Endgame, Spider-Man, and Shazam.
Captain Marvel.
Oh,
clearly we know that's not in the running because you forgot about it.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, it was a forgettable movie. All right, go back to Star Wars.
But yeah, back to Star Wars.
Can we talk about Last Jedi for a second?
Oh God, why?
It sucks. That was 1 second. That was 1 second. That's all I had.
3,000.
that movie sucks my ass 3,000.
That's what Tony Stark said before he snapped his freaking fingers. Why are we talking about Endgame again?
Dude, Justice League.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Oh my God. All right, no, but I like. A lot of people were like using Last Jedi as like kind of a way to defend this movie with the whole, well, yeah, Last Jedi didn't leave anything for this movie, which Cole apparently doesn't like when you do that, Raymond.
It's not my fault. It's true. I mean, like,
I mean, it is pretty true. Last
Like,
Jedi kind of
yeah,
left me with
you should judge the film as a whole. You also have to be understanding. Like, the film does tell a very different story from what the rest of the trilogy was setting up, but you have to understand, like, Empire Strikes Back. It ends on a note of like, oh, the rebels are scattered. They're licking their wounds. Han is off with Jabba the Hutt. You got to go rescue him. Attack of the Clones. The Clone Wars. The Clone War literally started. Anakin and Padme just got married. Jar Jar's becoming a Sith Lord. It's like it leaves something for Revenge of the Sith to go on. Last Jedi leaves no setup for a sequel, except maybe the idea of Kylo Ren being Supreme Leader. That's the only possible thing.
It's like if what if Ryan Johnson directed King of the Monsters? He knew Godzilla vs Kong was a thing, so
He
for
threw Kong into King of the Monsters.
no, for King of the Monsters, he has Kong get killed off screen, and he has Godzilla killed. And he's like, "Well, you guys have fun with Godzilla vs Kong."
It's gonna be movie.
Well, hey, so because we were talking about in the comments, I want to talk about some scenes I actually liked in the movie.
Yeah.
Because like I did say at the start, although I still think the film's bad, there's still scenes I like, and I've already mentioned some of them. I like the training scene at the beginning with Rey.
Same.
I already said that, and I did like Kylo. I thought it kind of threw me off, and I was like, oh, that's weird. But it showed Rey did have some struggles even after training here when Kylo kind of affected it and kind of ruined it for her. I like that scene.
I like how it played to her strengths a little bit too.
Yeah, where she had to like get a stick as like
yeah. I thought that was neat.
I like the scene where we'll talk about this more in depth later. I really, really, really like the scene where Palpatine came back to life by sucking the life out of Rey and Kylo.
Oh yeah, where he regenerated himself.
Yeah, I actually really like that scene, and it's a scene I was telling you. I don't know if I mentioned it. It's a scene that connects Episode 3 to this film for me. Just because of a quote he says.
Do it.
He
does say do it. He does say do it though.
He does say I said it too.
Yeah,
you guys didn't notice it, but your brain did.
No. When he was saying "I am all the Sith," when he said "I am," all I thought was "I am the Senate."
That would have been the biggest fan service thing ever, but it would have been so beautiful.
Although the concept
instead of a 6.
Although the concept, like I said, was kind of weird, I really liked the first true fight between Kylo and Rey whenever they fought in their force bomb thing. Yeah, I thought that fight was actually kind of enjoyable.
Yeah, it was. And since you're on the topic, I'd like to bring up something small. I like how since a whole year's passed since the events of Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, we can see that through what the characters do in their fighting styles and all that, especially Kylo Ren.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool.
I really like
time.
I really like the scene where oh, what the fuck's it called? You made me lose my train of thought.
You're welcome.
The scene with Palpatine / the scene with Rey.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier the scene where like I mentioned earlier, first the scene where Rey jumps over and kind of destroys the TIE fighter. It was kind of just goofy fun, and I kind of liked it.
It looked good.
But the scene I really made, because I was sitting there the whole movie, I was like, why aren't they using their force abilities more? And whenever the ship goes away and Rey starts pulling it in, I was like, it reminded me so much of Starkiller.
From the Force Unleashed games?
Now, nothing as close because this was just a mini transport ship, and he brought down a whole fucking Star Destroyer, but which is crazy powerful. You know how crazy that is.
I mean, yeah,
like that
with the Force to bring down a Star Destroyer.
That kind of not chills, but that made me. I was like, yes, that was amazing. Then Kylo came out, used his Force. Now that part was
like a Barbie doll.
The whole fact that Rey used her Force, I really like that. Now, there was a few little weird things. Wasn't sure why Kylo used his Force and didn't just attack her.
I guess because he wanted to I think maybe because maybe he knew she was a Palpatine at that point and he wanted to, or actually, when did he find out she was a Palpatine?
At the beginning of the movie.
Okay, so maybe he knew and he wanted to try to exploit her powers, maybe?
Well,
I'm just scratching the straws here, but...
That and then I didn't understand why Finn didn't just shoot him
I mean,
because Finn was standing right there. I
it,
was like,
it would have made sense for Finn to shoot him.
I was kind of confused there too.
ATST. I'm back.
ATST, ATST.
I like the whole scene where they're on where they're at that festival too.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and the little girl gets
It had
connected
some
with
really
Ray.
cool
I thought that was
visual.
charming.
I thought it had some really cool visual stuff, and it kind of gave me a jump scare too. And Kyla just like grabbed it off of her.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, hold on. You know what? You know that scene with the girl that Raymond was just talking about?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I thought, you know how she like said her full name and all that? I thought there
Yeah.
was gonna be some random twist where the girl went up to a stormtrooper and be like, "Oh yeah, that's her." That's what I thought was gonna happen for some reason.
She goes up to
I liked when although it's kind of just like kind of doesn't do anything later. I'd like the scene where Kylo gets like his mask put back together and then he puts it on and he has like this really interesting mask that's like his mask but has like scorch marks through it.
I thought that was badass.
Cool.
That was pretty badass.
I love the mask. Actually, you know
It
what?
honestly looks like he's scarred. It looks like he's like scarred in a way.
It shows
look at his
it shows what Kylo Ren was feeling through his mask.
It shows
I
his mask.
legitimately don't think they were that clever for that, but you know,
I mean, it didn't really. When he just took it off later, and you never saw it again. But
yeah.
I said earlier, I really,
Dude, there was a monkey fixing it.
I know, I like.
I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
to bring that up
Oh yeah,
yesterday.
guys.
Damn it!
Oh man, you guys, I completely forgot about Jordan's cameo in this movie.
I was eating a chicken tender. You know, I choked.
I am really
realized-
going for it.
I didn't realize he was so good with his hands.
God.
But anyway,
What?
no one's gonna get. I need to end this joke. No one's gonna get this joke. All I heard was Raymond start dying.
One of our viewers.
I heard.
None
I
of
thought
the
I heard.
viewers were there the day we watched Godzilla versus the King Ghidorah.
I thought we were about to hear. I thought we were about to hear Corey literally die on like cam.
Ham? Yeah, that's what I was eating. Ham.
No,
Not-
like on cam, like on live stream.
Oh yeah.
I heard you. I heard whenever that happened. I heard you go.
Yeah, I fucking choked on the chicken tendy.
Chicken Dendy.
I knew what Raymond was alluding to. I knew he wasn't going to say it on stream, and then Kyle just comes out and says.
I like the scene where. I like the scene where they're in that like with Palpatine too, and you see like all. I wasn't sure what they are. I assume they're like the
Is
souls.
that what
of the-
Palpatine's canonical name is in this movie, Palpatine 2? Please tell me that's real.
What?
I really like the scene though where like it's the lightning starts flashes. By the way, epilepsy warning in this movie.
Looks like I'm the only one who's commenting, boys. Yeah, you're the only one. Only one left.
I don't understand. I didn't understand, by the way, why they didn't put an epilepsy warning in this movie, but
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
it kind of was.
I saw it in IMAX, and it wasn't that bad.
Dude, it kind of
I
bugged
didn't
me.
even notice it. I heard that there was an epilepsy warning, but like with Incredibles 2, there was some one point in the film. I said, okay, yeah, I can see that. At no point in Rise of Skywalker did I even remember there was no.
Oh yeah, if
epilepsy
you
warning.
haven't seen the movie, don't watch this if you want to be spoiled.
Oh yeah, we're not holding back. This is all spoilers.
Wait. Okay.
I like the scene though where the lightning flashes, and you see like I assume it's the souls because I think he says that it's like the souls of all the old ancient Sith.
What was that? I was
Just in
going to
those
ask about
rope.
that. So you know that how you know how what's his face talked about. I mean, freak. Alright, you know how Palpatine was like, he had this little arena with all those hooded figures. So were those like at first I thought they were like force projections that Raymond wait, what?
Raymond made.
That Ray was like seeing.
Dude, I'm in the movie, dude.
Raymond.
I'm in
Raymond's
Star Wars.
Raymond's just a Jedi.
So I thought it was like she was just seeing them, but then there's that scene where they get crushed by the rocks. So I was like, wait, were those like actual people there or something?
Well, I knew they were there because Palpatine was talking to him.
Well, yeah, but could have just been like random Force ghosts. Well, not Force ghosts because they're Sith, but you know what I mean. Should I be excited? I mean,
Up to you.
Don't get your hopes too high.
Yeah, I
Or
like
too
the
low.
movie, but it's pretty. There's so many stupid things. That's the best way. I keep describing the movie that way because that's exactly what it is. It's. I thought it was good, but there's so many stupid things in it that's not. It keeps it from being really great.
I'm just saying
I mean,
though. I
I
think
love it despite its flaws, but don't get your hopes too high.
I'm pretty sure they were Sith. I could have just missed it. Pretty sure they were Sith though, just because he kept like when he was talking, he was like, "She's gonna join us, and we're gonna become one with her." And everyone's like, you kind of
And
hear
do
them.
the initiation ceremony.
You kind of hear them cheering and stuff. At first, I didn't realize what was going on. I saw movement in the background and stuff. I was like, "What is going on back there?" I'm like, "What's moving? That's so weird." Then you end up finding out later on that that's like Sith, I guess.
Yeah, they're a
Which, I
cult
mean,
now.
it's a cool idea, but like, what the fuck was it?
I also don't understand why. Okay, this is something we're kind of going back into some stuff I don't like. There's more stuff I like, but we haven't talked about.
We're kind
I
of
was
just
just
going
make-
back and forth at this point.
I just wanted to make a point because like there was stuff in this movie I did definitely like. I haven't got through everything yet. I was just
I mean,
restating
there's
some
stuff in
stuff.
this movie that I adored.
There's a scene though where
Come on,
I didn't understand. Kylo walks in the throne room. She doesn't see Kylo or Palpatine anywhere. And then all of a sudden, he's just behind her on this giant ass robot arm.
Yeah, let's save the robot arm thing for later.
Oh god.
By the way, though, that's another scene I like too. Whenever he's trying to convince her, and he opens up the roof to show everyone just fucking dying,
Yeah,
and she's like,
you're a pitiful little band.
she actually considers going to the dark side.
Yeah. Well, if you're watching
Um,
it on Monday, then don't watch the stream because we are talking all.
Unless you don't care about
Literally,
spoilers.
that's literally
Yeah.
tomorrow, dude. That's literally tomorrow. Don't ruin it for
Oh
yourself.
yeah, it is tomorrow. I'm on school break, so my sense of time is all askew.
I
now.
graduated a while ago, so I
Hey,
have.
Shut
yeah,
up,
Corey,
Corey.
no one cares.
Oh, sorry. No one cares about your degreeless ass.
What do you mean
Couch
degreeless?
Yeah, get
potato.
the fuck out of here, college dropout.
I
College
didn't go to.
dropout.
I never made a
College
deal with
dropout.
college.
I'm not to
I
college.
never made a deal. I never made a deal with college.
Yeah, that was a reference to Force Awakens. Was
I never made a deal with Kendra Club. Tell that to
Apparently, he
Kendra
doesn't
Club.
care about spoilers.
College will never steal my soul.
I got a degree in
Chemical
engineering
engineering?
technology.
No,
No,
dude,
close.
I'm dead.
Engineering technology. Also, he doesn't care about spoiler. Are there any brutal parts? I mean, I don't know when Kylo's slaughtering all those people at the beginning. Yeah, that's kind of brutal.
Yeah,
There's
the
like
opening
gut wrenching parts if you like Princess Leia and Chewbacca.
Well, Chewbacca doesn't.
Yeah, I know, but still, like
There was
that scene. You know that scene.
Yeah, there was no red wedding in this movie.
Oh, okay. No.
Imagine
I'm still not over that, by the
Dude,
way.
imagine C-3PO being like fucking gunned down. Then again, C-3PO's been like shot
The
before.
Palpatine send their regards.
He stabbed Poe.
Oh my god. You had to use my favorite character, didn't you?
Yeah, because I think you know who. I'm not gonna spoil Game of Thrones. That show's too good to spoil.
Oh yeah.
Or okay,
Yeah, you know who in Game of Thrones was one of my favorites.
Also,
I like the scenery though. By the way, on
which one?
the Sith homeworld,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I thought the visuals were pretty cool. I didn't really understand why there's just a floating pyramid that you had to like.
Yeah,
crouch to walk through.
I didn't get that. That's what I was talking about, Raymond, when you were gone. I don't get what the heck that was. Any hard to watch deaths? No, not really. It's not as sad as Han Solo's death in Force Awakens.
I mean, Han Solo's death is so like abrupt and out of nowhere. Princess Leia, everybody knew it was coming when Carrie Fisher died. As much as I hate to say it, everyone knew it was coming. But there's no like Han Solo style deaths.
Oh, I guess Kyle got rid of the picture. Also, James Varela, did you say your opinion on it in the comments? Because I
I
would.
was gonna say James Earl Jones. I was about to get really confused.
Trying to think of that one. I was going to mention something earlier about the Sith homeworld. What was it?
How they retconned it in.
Yeah, you could say that. Wait,
No, because that is what happened. Same with General Pride. Should have
Oh,
just been Phasma.
hey, so that's not Star Wars. What am I looking at exactly? Is this from that weird puppet Godzilla thing?
Is this porn? I feel dirty.
Why is this playing?
I thought you were about to say, why is this porn?
Oh, I haven't yet. Oh, okay. Well, okay. I don't remember the thing I was going to mention about the Sith homeworld, but it was cool when I like how they recreated that scene. That whole everything was kind of the same with that scene with Han, but instead this time Kylo threw his lightsaber away.
I thought that was perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you guys like that new general? The
Pride?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a little rant, and you missed it. I think you
Yeah,
missed it.
you should tell him about that.
All right, to reiterate the point I made, which is probably my most hated thing about this movie, other than Palpatine, there are at least 3 huge important things that are introduced. That being General Pride, Exegol, and Palpatine's son. They're introduced, and clearly they're supposed to have been long-lasting things. But here's the thing: they weren't. They were never introduced. They're just crammed into this movie, and we're supposed to accept that they're canon, and I hate that. Because, like, General Pride is supposed to be like, oh, I helped you during the Galactic Civil War and the Clone Wars. I'm just going to assume he said Clone Wars. Whatever.
How's everyone finding those new Playmate toys? And I've went 2 nights in a row and haven't found
I'm
them.
not going to talk about those abominations. But you're supposed to accept, oh yeah, he's been here all this time. Grand Moff Tarkin, I guess he worked under General Pride. Palpatine's son made no mention of a son, made no mention of a significant other, which I assume there probably is. I mean, I don't think he really had the whole use the midichlorians to influence life thing again, like he did with Anakin. There's that. Exegol, pretty sure if there was a Sith planet from, like, let's just say all the way back to New Hope, if there's a Sith planet, we'd hear about it at least one time, even in the prequels. And, well, no, there's not any bloody death. Like, if you're talking about war, no, you're not going to see much of that.
Well, there is one kind of bloody death, but not really bloody. It's just someone kind of gets melted away.
Oh yeah, Palpatine.
Wow.
Oh!
By the way,
see why I didn't like him? Because he's the worst part of the film.
you know
I don't even remember his death.
Hold up. All right, off topic, but so those are really our line of Godzilla action figures from Playmates.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck are these? There's like, dude, there's the Shin Godzilla bootleg, Bandai Space Godzilla bootleg, Gigan. That's the 8-inch Gigan bootleg because I have the 8-inch. That is exactly what it looks like. And then there's the Bandai Creation Destroya / Bandai Movie Monster Series Destroya bootleg. What am I looking at? Where are people finding these?
Walmart.
What the hell is happening?
They're not even supposed to be out till February.
No wonder. Because, like, what? I thought this stuff was, like, next year.
This is the last picture of Shin.
I know. It looks fucking hilarious. Hold on. Can you, like, please screen share that or something? I know we're talking about Star Wars, but that needs to be shown. That needs to be shown.
I got you. Give me a sec. Let's go back to Star Wars for now.
Yeah. I can't get over that.
But yeah, back on topic.
I just saw this.
Make it stop! Please kill me!
Someone needs to make this stop right now.
Stop! Get some help.
Oh my god! Look at them.
Give me a second. Hold on. I'll screen share it real quick. And then,
this warrants topic
Wrong
change
one.
real quick.
Yeah, this is one of those times that we accept topic change and our. Oh my god! Why is it so hard to screen share? There he is. Beautiful. This should be the new thumbnail.
Yep, look at that. That's our new Playmates bootleg. You know what? I'm gonna call these what they are. We got NECA bootleg because I can tell what these figures were bootlegged off of. The NECA
Yeah,
Shin.
especially if you look at the back of the box, the tail is the exact
Yeah,
same.
it's the Shin. And then now the Gigan, people are gonna be like, oh, it's just the Bandai Guy. Well, specifically, it's the 8-inch Bandai Gigan. Like it's that one, which has a slightly different sculpt to the 6-inch one. That's gorgeous. I know, right?
Oh my god,
my dream
we're off topic
See-
so much.
No, I just have one more piece I want to say about this. I kind of want it just because of how.
Oh, I
stupid
want it
was.
for the memes. I want it for the memes. These would be some of the greatest meme material.
Why do you think I'm going to like
Look for them.
yeah, like why do you think I'm gonna buy at least a Shin?
Dude, screw X Plus.
I'm planning
This
on
is where it's at.
I'm planning on buying the Shin. I don't really want the Space Godzilla.
I'll buy whatever one I can find. These are meme material. Like
Well, the reason I
beautiful.
want to buy the Shin is because he's the most like different sculpt to like Bandai.
Yeah, which is weird. Like this is how they make bootleg figures.
I don't know. I really hope the Godzilla vs Kong line's in good hands.
Yeah, no, here's the thing. Playmates has their line too. So are they I thought when Playmates got the line with Godzilla vs Kong, they were going to make like play sets like the old King Kong 2005 figures they made or the King of the Monsters figure, but no, apparently this is what we're getting.
Dude, just wait till we have other companies make their Godzilla vs Kong line, so Playmate then has to proceed to bootleg those.
Yep. Oh my god, I just want Movie Monster Series to make like some Godzilla vs Kong figures, please.
You realize that King Kong figure? Someone already figured it out. That King Kong figure we saw back when those images came out of
Oh wait, hold on, Kyle. You want to show the picture like of the whole line because that one guy asked for it,
yeah, I'll pull up that picture.
and then we can go back to Star Wars.
Do you guys know how the Bandai line, we thought the Bandai line was revealed to start getting Kong figures from Skull Island.
Yeah.
Well, that turns out that was the Playmate sets. And so that means the Kong figures are actually Playmates. And someone already figured out that they're actually bootlegs of the Kong figures from the Big 12-inch
The
or
Lanyard.
the giant Kong.
Yeah, that was Lanyard. Oh god, what the hell, Playmates? This is awful. How could you do this?
Wrong picture.
I remember like D-Man. Of course, I keep bringing up D-Man these streams for some reason, but like he said he was excited about Playmates getting the line because they made the King Kong 2005 toys, which looked kind of cool.
They were, trust me, he's not wrong.
There's the whole wave right there. Zoom in on. All right, it's so weird. The Space Godzilla is clearly off the Bandai one. Shin Godzilla is off the NECA one. The Destroyer looks like it's definitely Bandai Creations Destroyer, but it looks like it's also mixed with the new Movie Monster Series Destroyer. It's a hybrid. It's a freaking paint. It's a hybrid. And then there's Gigan, which is definitely the 8-inch.
Listen. The Shin actually looks really good on the promotional picture.
It looks okay. It looks better. Actually, Gigan doesn't look terrible on the.
I've never got a Destroyer figure before. This is about to be my first.
Dude, no, get the new Movie Monster Series when you can get them on Amazon for like $20. It'll be worth it.
Apparently,
I haven't ordered from there before. Corey and Ryan can tell you all about it.
Apparently, these are like $11 or something. That's what I'm being told.
Oh, like I was gonna say if they're that cheap, I might buy them just for the memes. But like.
I'm buying Space Godzilla just for the memes. I can guarantee you that. Space Godzilla looks like a freaking crackhead, and I love it.
All right, going back to Star Wars.
Stream.
This is a Star Wars stream. I like how when we talked about Godzilla, we got a couple more viewers.
Oh, they know,
dude. Every time anything news Godzilla comes out, somewhat. I mean, this isn't like related too much to Godzilla versus Kong, but it's Playmates, and they have the line. So,
hello, Corey.
They have control now. Their hands are in our wallets. They know what we want. We want
Corey, you posted all those pictures already?
Well, just like I just posted the wave.
Oh,
dude. When it comes to Kaiju,
Cole just texted me and said he's not joining the end tonight.
Oh, all right.
Oh, well.
Dude, I gotta. That's so weird. All right. What were we talking about?
Well, I've been trying to hold off on Palpatine for.
Can we? I think we should talk about Palpatine now.
Before we do this, I want to say one thing.
What?
I really did love Lando in this film.
I already said I liked him. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
at least he didn't want to make love to a robot.
Yeah, freaking Solo was Star Wars story.
No, it's Disney's Solo, a Disney story. Let's get this right here, guys. All right, come on.
Dude, Raymond, why'd you have to give him that idea?
Oh my god. All right, are we gonna talk about
Palpatine,
Palpatine?
the worst thing in this movie.
By far.
Look at me, I'm Mecha Palpatine. Look at my robot arm.
I am Super Mecha Shark Disney Palpatine. Dude, I got all in there. I got Jumping the Shark. I got
Hey,
Where-
I found out something. Cole said he can join to the stream tomorrow night.
There's a stream tomorrow night.
I don't know. Let's
Not
have a
when I'm
24
gonna join. I'm gonna be cleaning a house all day tomorrow. I'm gonna
Let's
be
have
like,
a
tired.
24-hour stream, guys.
Hey, how about when no?
How about oof?
I like how for my YouTube up next it says Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker sibling rivalry from Channel Awesome.
They probably both hated it.
Judging by the thing, Doug definitely hated it. Rob, no, actually no. It looks like they both hated it.
No,
what?
Anakin
Yeah.
Sky- I'm sorry, Anakin Skywalker just spawned in when I was trying to take a command post. I got really scared. But I can guarantee you, Doug compares it to Joker.
Oh well, it's not because Joker.
Because he has to do that with every new movie. Oh, what's this, a clown in the movie? It Chapter 2? Joker!
All right, no, but you know what sucks about here's the thing with the robot arm. What is where is it connected to? Is there like a ceiling in that place?
It's self-aware. Read the script.
Yeah, there clearly is like a ceiling because like he literally opens up the ceiling later on to show Rey outside.
Well, yeah, but it's weird.
And yeah, by the way, that's what the Playmate Kong set looks
Yeah,
like.
I've seen those before.
Do those not look good?
They look pretty cool.
I think the picture of Kiryu I sent's even better though.
I know, I saw that.
Excuse me, they're making a Kiryu?
No. It's
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love that. I want that framed now.
Dude, you understand? You realize he's just in underwear, by the way?
yes, unfortunately.
The guy's just in underwear. Okay, anyways, though, Palpatine seems to be everyone's least favorite thing about the movie.
Well, I mean,
Explain why.
Worst thing.
Explain why.
Explain why?
Many
Yeah.
reasons. Many reasons.
For one thing, he feels like a desperate attempt to just put something in this final movie. Can't say I really blame this movie for that, but I guess I can't bring that up. I don't like how they describe what he does, like how he comes back. I don't like how he apparently created Snoke. I don't like how he
some
looks.
random clone.
I don't like what he does.
I don't have a problem with the way he looks, other than this stupid robot arm.
Okay, there is one thing I genuinely loved about it, though, and that is
Yeah.
Ian McDermott. Oh yeah, Ian McDermott. You could give him the worst stuff to work with ever, like worse than the Room with Tommy Wiseau. You can give him the worst content. As long as he's Palpatine and he's evil, he's gonna have a ball with it.
Yeah,
and I can really admire that.
I'm trying to think what else I hated about Palpatine. There was a lot. So, let me think. There was something else. I already mentioned that scene with the Star Destroyers, where he brings them out of the ground.
I already talked about how I think that scene should have went.
Let's see. What was that other one? His death was weird. I mean, it was like it kind of reminded me of Revenge of the Sith in the way that, like, when he was shooting the lightning at Mace Windu, it melted his face. This time,
weak.
there was so much it just killed him. What?
Dude, I am almost dead.
What?
The way Raymond said that.
I'm too weak.
I'm too weak.
I like how he's like, I'm too weak. I can't hold it. What was that other one? There was one more. Oh, you know what was the movie Jumping the Shark? And it was just so weird, I thought, when he's like, ooh, I'm a super god, and he shoots lightning up into the sky and it wipes out like the whole fleet.
That was both really cool looking, but really retarded.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, out of anyone who could do that, I could definitely see Palpatine being capable, but
Yeah.
no, Palpatine could not do that.
Well, now he's like a super god. He regenerated himself.
At least it's not like Rey. I'm sure if Rey became evil, she'd be doing that shit first try.
She could probably like shoot a planet with lightning and it would explode. She is planet destroying capability.
She is Star Killer.
That would be a Sith name, Star Killer.
A Sith Lord.
A Sith. Could you imagine Disney actually doing that? Because I can. I think that's something Disney would
I
definitely do.
mean, it's Disney, so
Yeah. Midnight creation.
But what was it? I genuinely really like the fact he was dead and he didn't actually just happen to somehow survive the fall and ruin that whole thing. Because if he survived that would have ruined so much for me.
Mm.
yeah, I mean, other than the fact that would have been actual bullshit.
At least he was dead.
He kind of just came back, you
Okay.
know.
I know, because I said this earlier. There's a scene I really like, and that's when he absorbs Rey and Kylo's energy. And the reason I really like that is because to me, he says how it's like an ancient Sith ability to bring the dead back to life that hasn't been used for thousands of years.
Like he mentioned in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Why do you keep tying this back to Revenge of the Sith?
Well, dude,
Palpatine.
that's what I'm saying. I thought that was such a neat little thing right there that he said that because I was like, dude, that's like perfect. Like you realize that after all this time, some J.J. Abrams smart enough. I think he did that at least that intentionally to wrap the whole story up in like this whole like ability that like started everything.
Yeah.
Mentioning it, finally, actually, we get to see it happen. We've never seen it happen, like the dead being brought back to life like that. And there he goes. He's doing what he promised Anakin. He's like, hey, look. He's like, wow. And then he comes back to life. I love it whenever you start seeing his yellow eyes come back and shit.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I liked how they had the red eyes. I mean, the yellow eyes.
I'm just saying, all that to me, that's why I heard a lot of people didn't like that scene, but I really liked it because one, at least Kylo and Rey weren't strong enough to like just randomly fight him or whatever. Like he just threw him around stuff even when he was dead.
Yeah.
And when he brought himself back to life, I thought that was so cool. Like I know people, I've heard people don't really like that, but like I just really like the fact he brought back that ancient Sith ability. That like I said, they've been literally without that ability, being mentioned, Anakin would never probably turned evil.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you guys. I personally think that was really cool.
Freedom,
Yeah.
justice, and security to my new empire.
I don't know.
Your new empire.
Don't make me kill you.
You gotta love the dialogue in the prequels.
Did you guys like Raymond? What did you think about that scene?
Where
Palpatine takes
Palpatine, and it was shot well. I just thought the idea was like, it was fine. I really wish Ben did a little more in the final battle.
I mean, do you like the fact at least that they finally like brought the Sith ability into the movies?
Yeah, I like that. It was kinda
He was like, "Wow!" He's like, to bring the dead back to life. It finally happened. They've been talking about it. Fuck.
And he used it on himself.
Conveniently enough.
It's like poetry. They rhyme.
Hey, you want to not quote George Lucas?
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. That's gonna be great.
Anakin comes back from dead. Like, you could have saved fucking Padme.
Oh my god.
What's your thoughts on Anakin's 2-second cameo?
Oh yeah, where it was like that scene where all the Jedi were like talking to Rey.
Kanan and Ahsoka, I loved that. Like the little Ahsoka touch, not really Kanan.
Is that actually Samuel Jackson?
Yep.
Really?
No, I think so.
Now I knew that. Now I know that when Anakin was talking, that was a brand new line made just for this movie. I know that was actually Hayden Christensen, but whenever he was like Rey, he was like, "Don't make the same mistake I did" or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're
down to the Force like I did. That I think that's what he said.
Yeah, that's like actually like a new line that they actually got him to record. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty badass, honestly.
Maybe the reason he's not in the movies because Hayden was just like, I don't want to be seen anymore. Because he hasn't really done any movies, as far as I know, since Star Wars.
Maybe he has respect for Star Wars, believe it or not. Dude, what about Jake Lloyd? I wish they pulled him out of prison to get a line in this one.
Is he actually in prison?
I think he got arrested. This is like years ago. Force Awakens was coming out. I'm pretty sure he got arrested.
Now, what was your guys' thoughts on Rey being able to which we've seen Mace Windu do it, where now both apparently all the Jedi are in Rey and stuff, so she's supposed to be really powerful. What was your thoughts though on Rey? Because like I said, we saw Mace Windu do it using her lightsaber to hold back
the lightning.
Yeah, and then she immediately takes 2 lightsabers, able to launch it back at him.
Yeah, and she says that line as soon as Palpatine said, "I am all the Sith." I literally said it right in my head. I was like, "She's gonna say, and I'm all the Jedi," and fucking blow him away or something.
I
and
didn't like the line, but the rest of it was cool.
Dude, I'm kind of at least glad it took Palpatine to kill Palpatine.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's not like some over the top thing. Like, okay, a few weeks ago, Cole told me about a possible ending that they did. Corey, you can actually hear this now. It was gonna be like the super forced feminism thing where
Oh my
Rey just like kills Emperor Palpatine. I'm really glad they didn't go with that, and it felt, other than the line, it felt natural.
How
Wait,
did she? How
would she have killed him? Like, what
Yeah,
was
I don't remember. You're gonna have to ask Cole because he can probably remember better than I can with
Didn't
this.
she do
well,
the
he's not
same-
here, so
From what,
Yeah,
I
no, he's
remember,
not here.
from what I remember, I think she did the same thing, except like she didn't die.
But it wasn't like a forced feminist thing like it was supposed to be. I don't know how it was supposed to be forced.
all right,
feminist.
hold up though. Can we talk about the
Well-
scene? Oh, okay, never mind.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
There was one nitpick about Palpatine that I think bothered me more than anything else about his character.
What?
His Force lightning wasn't purple.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
It was blue, and that pissed me off so bad. Because here's the thing: blue
Isn't
lightning.
it usually blue?
No, his Force lightning's purple because his is not the same as normal Force lightning. See, blue Force lightning is just a basic one, but Palpatine has a purple one because that's actually like a stronger form. It's a stronger form of Force lightning. That's like, I forget exactly how it works, but like you have to be such a strong dark side user to be able to achieve it. Like it's like the perfected version of Force lightning. Yet we see Palpatine just using casual blue. I don't know. Maybe it was supposed to be the same power as purple. I mean, he launched it in the sky, took out a bunch of stuff. But I'm like, dude, kind of pissed me off because I was like, it should be purple, and that's why he like easily too low key killed himself and Anakin whenever he got picked up. See, here's the thing: the reason Anakin was able to kill him, he couldn't save himself, is because he was. This is actually like the canon explanation. He was something called like drunk. Like I forget what the actual term
Oh
is.
yeah, drunk.
No,
booze.
I forget what the term. Something called drunk. I don't know what that is, but I know it's something. It's a term in Star Wars only.
Well, then again, Jizz Whaler is also a term in Star Wars. So.
No, so is jizz.
I forget what it is.
Jizz.
There's a term I think in Star Wars though when like a Sith user can get drunk on their own power, and like when he was shocking Luke, he became so like into it that he couldn't stop himself from using his lightning when Anakin picked him up.
Oh, I don't really like how that what that infers here.
What?
I don't like what that infers here.
So into it.
Oh my god. Well, the reason Anakin died is because the suit was not able to take lightning. That's why Starkiller was able to beat Darth Vader so easily.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why
No,
Starkiller.
don't you remember? It's because Luke snapped Vader's neck when he was taking the helmet off.
What?
What's
He's talking about the Family Guy episode.
oh?
That's actually how at the right when
Man, I would have lived.
you killed me, you ass.
The scene the scene where yeah, I don't know, it just kind of bugged me though. I was wondering though, since maybe the same thing happened where he kind of got drunk on his power and that's why he couldn't stop himself from shooting lightning.
I wouldn't call that drunk, but all right.
Well, like I forget what the term is, so let's just call it drunk.
Orgasm.
But that's how it's explained. But like I'm saying, like whenever like I wonder if that's why he didn't defend himself when Rey shot his lightning back at him. Plus, his lightning's so powerful, you know. It definitely like he's gotten hit by it before, and we saw what that did. It didn't actually melt his face. There's actually an explanation for what, because the way Palpatine looked, that's actually how his face actually looked. He just used a Sith trick that like covered his face and made him look younger.
Made him look like Ian McDermott.
Mm-hmm. And but like he didn't really get hit by too much lightning in that scene. But like this time he took like the full force of his lightning to the face with no defense. So like, I mean, do you guys think that's how it should go?
Yeah. I mean, it worked. Worked fine for the film.
Hey James, did you think that was stupid? Did you think it was stupid? Like, do you not in the terms of Ray beating him stuff, but do you think it's stupid, or did you like the idea that it took like his own lightning to his face with no defense to kill him? At least he's dead for good this time. I hope.
Oh, thank Christ.
Until Disney is like, we can make
Until like what 2 years? I give it 2. Then like, oh, Palpatine's back. What are we gonna do?
Palpatine was pulling the strings the whole time. Yeah, okay.
Dude, Palpatine was really Chewbacca the whole time.
All right, hold up though. Can we talk about the scene where? Let's talk about the awkward scene where my theater actually was like so many reactions of wait, what the fuck? When Rey randomly kissed Kylo Ren and then he fucking died.
They're cousins.
It's more
I'm
the
just gonna
kiss
say
that's the
that
bad
out.
part, but
Well, yeah, that's the bad part, but they're also cousins.
People are complaining about they're not cousins. It's a Palpatine and a fucking what? It's Palpatine and a Skywalker.
No, Palpatine is basically Anakin's dad,
Oh my
though.
God.
is he though?
So,
No.
yeah, he's the reason Anakin exists. He's the whole reason why Shmi and some other guy didn't do it.
No, he's not. Darth Plagueis is the reason.
Wait, I'm now confused now. What?
Palpatine's the reason.
Plagueis was the one who like messed with like Darth Plagueis was the one who messed with like the what the fuck
Midichlorians?
midichlorians.
The powerhouse of the cell, yes, the mitochondria. I don't know why it's not into Star Wars, but good, Kyle, very good. You passed biology.
No, like that's the thing where like he tried to like mess with the midichlorians, and then the Force ended up picking something to counter that, and they made a child. That's why in episode 1, although you don't see it, I think it's in the book or something like that, or it's in like the book for the movie. Plagueis
I have but never read.
Plagueis goes.
I've read it.
Plagueis goes to see Anakin. Tries to see Anakin, but he never actually gets to because Qui-Gon takes Anakin away before he gets there. Not because he knows Darth Plagueis is coming, but just because he's going to take him to the council to argue if he can be trained or not. It's that scene when Qui-Gon takes him to the council to see if they will train him.
The movie gets boring. It doesn't get boring; it stays boring.
Right during that scene, that's when Darth Plagueis actually comes to try to meet Anakin to see if it's true. Anyway, so is James gone or something? I really wanted to hear his opinion. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know.
I still think that scene was super weird and awkward, and just like out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Because they never showed any romantic interest whatsoever until that one scene. Hey, at least the Reylo fans will be happy. Oh god.
Well, what confused me too is because at least with Rey, it kind of made sense that she knew how to do the Force heal, because like I just said earlier, she like read the books and stuff, kind of trained herself to do it. Kylo just like you see him struggling to learn how, but he should not be able to just pick up on an ability like that out of nowhere with no training at all. He just kind of like that scene takes like a minute and a half of him trying to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
And then he does.
Writing. Gotta love it.
Oh, here's his opinion on the thing. The Palpatine death.
Oh, hold up. I'm doing a Photoshop right now. It's stupid to me. That was the thing I thought. Palpatine would have been smarter, though. Like how? Huh. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like he wouldn't do the same thing twice, but like, I don't know. He actually seemed really surprised when Rey grabbed the other lightsaber.
I'm too weak. What
I was trying to say though is like, James, what I was asking, not really like the context scene, but like, do you think it's like makes sense? Do you like it at least like it was his lightning that like was able to kill him when he was defenseless to that point, and not like something like a lightsaber slash or something? You know what I mean?
Or being thrown down a fucking shaft
And then exploding into blue smoke. Being dead. No way of coming back.
Nope. He came back, Corey. Accept it.
Shut up.
Accept it. It happened. This is happening. So just come to peace with it. Disney 12 Star
This
Wars.
is happening with or without you.
He's like, being dead.
But now
Hey,
he's alive.
Palpatine, how was being dead? Oh, I wasn't dead. I was alive the whole time.
Yeah, okay.
Stop it. Get some help, dude.
Ooh,
Oh, no, hold up.
I have
All
fun.
right, let's talk about something that was so unreasonably controversial that there was a really cringy video that Raymond showed me.
I feel like.
Oh!
Hey, before you say it, I feel like I know what you might say.
Say it.
Is it the lesbians kissing?
No, that was in the movie. I forgot about that. But what I was talking about is there was a video that Raymond showed me of it was a recording in a Star Wars like showing of a bunch, probably like Star Wars fans, obviously. Basically, you know that scene at the end where Rey's looking at, she's on Tatooine and stuff, and like I'm talking the very end of the movie when so basically when she was looking at Luke and when she saw Luke and Leia's ghost, she was like saying, because some random lady, she's like, "Who are you?" or whatever, and she's like, "I'm Rey." Rey who? And then she like looked and saw their ghost, and people started like going, "No, no," or whatever in the theater. And then when she said Rey Skywalker, everyone in the theater went like they lost their shit. They were like, "No, boo!" And it was like, "Oh my goodness!"
One person even yelled, "I fucking hate Star Wars!" Like,
It was so funny.
You got
to watch it.
No, you
No, Kyle, I'll send you the video because you gotta see this for yourself.
It's really funny.
I have to.
It's so funny.
I'll send it to the
No,
G-Summer
wait,
Marathon.
Kyle, do you want to put it? You should put it. You should screen share it on the stream. Let everyone else see.
It's nothing that's going to get me copyright. Does it have audio from the movie?
Well, no,
it
actually, good point. Good point.
This is like it's like YouTube style clips that they upload, so it's like really crappy video, and
Yeah,
the audio is very shaky. But like,
I still don't. No, I could still watch it. I'm just not going to play
Yeah,
it.
just watch it,
you
watch
you
it.
could. I mean, the Instagram post hasn't been taken down. It was up since
Oh, it's on Instagram. Yeah,
Friday. Yeah, it was up since
not-
Friday.
I'm not worrying about screen sharing that though.
Yeah.
It's so. It makes me so sad to watch it.
Just listen.
I fucking hate Star Wars.
Where the fuck is Ben? I'm really glad I was like the youngest person in my showing because that
You
didn't
gotta
happen.
love Star Wars fans. They are just
No, you don't. I'm not even gonna joke about that. I don't like Star Wars fans.
I fucking hate Star Wars.
It's so sad, but it's so funny at the same time. Like it's just so satisfying to laugh at how stupid people are.
What are you gonna send it to me on?
I sent it to the G-Summer Marathon.
Oh yeah, did you like the whole scene where Rey kind of buried?
I thought that was fine.
I thought it was nice. I liked how that's how they ended the Skywalker saga.
You know, the whole thing I was thinking of the whole time. It was just a nice, peaceful like scene where she was looking around. I was like, so when is she gonna turn the corner and find Uncle Ben and Aunt Beru's corpse?
Uncle Ben?
Oops, that's not what I meant.
No, I think my favorite thing about that whole thing was Corey's reaction. Oops.
Wait, Kyle, did you see the video?
No, I haven't got to yet. I will.
Come on, watch it. I gotta hear your reaction.
Wait.
Okay.
Where the fuck is Ben?
Star Wars. Just can't get over that. That's my favorite part of the video.
Hold on. Okay.
That's my favorite part of the video. Oh, here it is.
Make it stop. Please make it stop.
Wait, hold on.
Where's Ben?
Oh my god, there's been pictures of the Kong figure.
No, don't say him yet. I gotta see this.
No, go to the
Video. Okay, this person's standing up and leaving. There's people leaving.
I know.
Where's the part where she goes, "I fucking hate Star Wars"? I didn't see.
I didn't. Raymond, one part is that.
It's like right at the.
I fucking hate Star Wars.
Hey, wait a minute. That's weird. That destroyer actually does not look bad.
Look at Kong.
Well, okay, like I can't tell. That picture's kind of blurry. Kong doesn't look horrible.
He looks like Memphis.
Who? No. Is that the guy who fixed Kylo Ren's mask? They made a figure of him already.
I'm sure they will.
All right, but yeah, what did you actually think of Rey saying Skywalker?
I thought it was fine.
Same.
It pissed me off.
Oh, did it now?
Well, not like bad. I was just kind of like, that's kind of stupid.
I mean, the whole there's a theme throughout the movie with the whole found family idea. I almost said found footage. I think I'm tired, but there's this whole idea of found family, and your blood doesn't define who you are truly, and I thought it was nice that she said Skywalker at the end. I just in the leak I read, it said that Luke and Leia were there to represent the only parental figures she ever had. That kind of bothered me when they said that, but this is more of the leaks or whatever. I just want to explain what I feel about that. I feel like Han was more a father figure to her than Luke was.
Oh yeah.
Turn off whatever the hell you're listening to.
Wait, who, me or Raymond?
Yeah,
Raymond's listening to music.
Yeah, I hear someone listening to something. I'm like, oh my god, copyright, no.
That's way better than everyone in my theater leaving quietly after watching Res. My theater wasn't very responsive. Even though my theater was packed. Dude, there was someone there dressed as Obi-Wan with a lightsaber.
Wait, so your guys' theaters left quietly?
Oh, yeah.
Well, mine, a couple of people, including me, stayed to the whole credit just because mine didn't leave too. Mine didn't leave too quietly. I mean, it was talking. We were talking. There were definitely some people who liked the movie. There were some people who were reacting. What?
You guys ready for me to piss James off?
Why is that?
Half of my theater gave a fucking standing applause.
Oh my god! Even my theater didn't do that. There was just a couple fans in there who I could tell kind of liked it.
My theater wasn't the most reactive. And I don't like being, obnoxious at movies. I was the only one that did this. I gave a little happy, satisfied cheer.
There was a couple of applause.
Got the medal. I feel like Chewie deserves it though. He's gone through hell and back in this trilogy. He deserves it.
Yeah. Last Star Wars movie I've been to in theaters, I did not see getting applause when I left.
Well, yeah, because...
Dude, oh my god, I wish I kind of filmed the beginning of the movie, actually, at my theater, because something really funny...
Why were people shouting, where the fuck is Ben?
No. Okay.
Oh, my life!
No, there was a chant going on, because...
What chant?
So the movie started playing, and my theater still didn't turn off the lights for some reason.
Oh my god.
And they were someone's turn off the lights! And there was someone else was yeah, dumbasses, turn off the lights! You know, turn off lights! And then a chant fucking started. People were turn off the lights! Turn off the lights!
They started sacrificing humans to the lights.
Throwing people at the lights to break them. That'll turn them off.
That'll turn them off. Who cares if you break your face? We want to watch the movie.
Yeah, I'm not even joking, dude. That was so funny, dude. I was dying whenever my theater was turn off the lights! Turn off the lights!
Jesus. I'm trying to get...
That was better than the movie.
Oh god, I can't. So I like how a little bit of the stream has also been the new figure. Oh wait, Kyle, did you see the Kong figure?
Okay, I saw the picture with Destroya, but I didn't Did you not hear what I said?
No.
I said I couldn't really give an opinion on it because the picture kind of looked blurry to me.
It is blurry, but it's I can definitely tell. It actually doesn't. The Kong doesn't look that bad, to be honest. It looks okay.
It looks like
once I get a good HD. Once I get a good HD picture, I'll give my opinion on the Kong figure.
Hey, at least we're getting a 6-inch Kong finally. About time.
That's what I was saying.
I can agree with that.
I told Tommy last night. Tommy was complaining about it. I told Tommy, I was like, hey, oh, I'm not showing you guys that comment that made. But I was told Tommy last night, I was like, hey, I was like, he was complaining about the figures. Dude, honestly, to me, if they're good quality, if it's good enough quality, it'd be nice to have a 6-inch Bandai figure. Yeah, I don't care. I'll still buy it even though it's a bootleg.
I'm just gonna call these bootlegs. I know they're not, but
no, they're bootleg quality.
Good point.
Why is Tommy complaining about the Destroyer? I actually don't think it looks that bad.
Destroyer is like
Honestly, though, the Destroyer, like, if you want to destroy, just get the freaking Movie Monster series
No,
on Amazon for like $20.
I'm not saying it because I'm like stroking it. I'm just saying it. In my opinion, the Destroyer looks way better than the Shin.
Yeah, that's true. It does look better than Shin and Space. So far, I can say the Destroyer and Kong and Gigan look the best of the bunch, but that's
I haven't
not
seen
saying
the
much.
Gigan. I haven't seen a good picture of the Gigan yet.
Yeah, there hasn't really been a good picture, but from that one image I saw, it looks all right.
What? I don't know. I actually have all of them now. If there's any I want to invest money in, it'd definitely be the Kong and the Destroyer, just because they're the best two looking so far. And they actually, I kind of want to get the Shin for the memes, but I don't know actually because
I'm getting Space Godzilla for the meme.
I'm getting them all for the meme. At least Shin and Space Godzilla, the ones I might just get. Honestly, Shin and Space Godzilla, those ones look so weird.
I'm gonna start calling him Crackhead Space Godzilla because that's what he looks like.
All right. I'm also just making some photoshops right now.
Now, are they like vinyls? Like, are they?
Yes, they do look like vinyls.
They look like hard plastic. If I'm
are they
totally
hard plastic or are they kind of like squishy?
No, they look hard plastic.
Yeah, that they do look hard plastic, but I'm pretty sure they're vinyl, like squishy vinyl. Honestly, you know what? Now that I'm seeing
I
these,
hope they're not hard plastic, or they are hard plastic, so I can murder someone with the Space Godzilla. Yeah, you just tried to do the Crackhead Space Godzilla. How does that feel?
I don't see how that Kong is a bootleg of the.
It doesn't look anything like any of them I've seen.
I know they're going to make a big one though, and there was an open mouth one. I think the 6-inch, I think the 12-inch or whatever is going to be the open mouth one.
Damn,
they're making a big figure of that. But dude, you want to know what my biggest thing that's bugged me? Everyone's complaining about it being bootlegs or whatever. Apparently.
I mean, they're not bootlegs; they're official, but they are bootleg quality figures. Like, I mean,
yeah, but you know what bugs me the most?
What?
How the background images are like the 2000 Bandai figure.
It's the Bandai creation. It reminds me of like how Bandai creation would change up their box art. I don't actually mind the box art, but it's like how NECA used the Bandai Creation 54. Like, why? Those aren't even the figures you're selling.
Oh yeah. By the way, just back on Star Wars, since we kind of seem to be backing down from that quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people are getting so worked up over the lesbians kissing.
I haven't actually seen anybody talk about that.
Because it was like, it's literally blink and you'll miss it.
You cut out completely.
Me?
Yeah.
I said I didn't really see anybody talk about that yet.
You noticed it, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
Look, dude, it's not that big.
Blink and you'll miss it.
I'm against them like ruining characters by making them like trying to make them gay to fit like propaganda or whatever.
Or saying like in a tweet saying they're gay, but they're not actually in the movie.
Listen, these were two completely unnamed characters for 2 seconds.
I know they're named. I don't know their names, but they have to be named. It's Star Wars.
And dude, but they're like on screen for like 2 seconds. And I'm sure if you read the book, they're named. They'll probably talk about them. But they're only on screen for like 2 seconds. It's not that big of a deal. You know, they're not really like on there. They don't ruin any characters. Even if they were just brand new characters that are gay, it'd be fine. You know, it's not like it ruins anything.
Yeah,
I just hate when they take old characters and make them like they completely are like, oh yeah, these guys are gay the whole time. Totally.
Yeah, I know. Like he loves the robot, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it doesn't not that big of a deal. You know, like I said, I'm against them ruining characters by making them gay and stuff. But like,
why don't they do it Deadpool 2 style? I feel like that movie handled it really well, honestly.
But hey, if you ask me, they put this in the best part of the movie to do it because everyone probably walked out of the theater by now.
No, are you kidding me? Ray didn't say Ray Skywalker yet. No one walked out.
No, I'm sure they were gone way before Palpatine even happened. Yeah. What's your thoughts of her turning like her staff into a lightsaber?
First of all, can I question that switch that she has that like will probably go off in her pocket because it looks like just a loose little like ring thing?
It's kind of like it's cool. I think it's awesome how she used her staff, but like get a better switch.
Yeah,
or a button. Button works fine too.
All right, hold up. Right now I'm just making some little pictures of like comparing the Playmates things to what they're like based on because I just can't get over this.
I mean, it's a fun time to be in America for sure.
It's just a fun time to be in America.
God damn! Only in America.
What else? I'm
That's
trying to.
Rocky 5.
I'm trying to think of other things to talk about with Rise Guard. I've talked about most things I can think of. That. Wait, can you guys talk about Godzilla vs Kong news? Not
It's
really in
none.
this stream. No.
It's none.
I mean,
I mean, we've just been mentioning these because they just came out.
Well,
and I'm, like, freaking out.
Godzilla vs Kong news. It's coming out in November.
Yeah,
I guess there's not much, like I guess there's not like nothing at all. Godzilla vs Kong was featured on a magazine recently.
yeah.
2020 exclusive look, which is a first. And then
Yes. Come on.
um,
Oh yeah,
Really?
I mean that's basically it. It's this
Sick.
the magazine, Sayaka came back and Sayaka came
Who?
back and gave some information. He's the guy
Oh.
who like was my source for King of the
Oh
Monsters.
yeah. I've heard it. I heard about it.
Your
But-
Sciatic is acting up again.
Like, look,
That sucks.
he gave. I guess he gave leaks, but they don't have spoilers in them at all.
I don't care. Don't want to hear him.
I haven't
Oh, no.
watched Faith in the Monsterverse yet.
So I'm saying, I think he got in trouble or something. Well, I think he got in trouble or something for giving spoilers. So
I wonder why.
Obi-Wan.
I just
Oh,
like
shit. Hold on, I'll be back. I gotta grab my charger.
sounds like he's trying to give information and not get in trouble. So it basically just talks about one of the battles of the movie without spoiling anything and some other stuff. And the YSM, I own the YMSF figure and it looks nothing like the Playmates. So
Yeah, I was gonna say they don't look anything this similar.
Jordan's like, hey, look at that guy.
Well, of course he does. I don't get why he talks about it. He's openly said like how much he like hates collecting figures and he hates figure
Probably why
collectors.
he wants to bath them.
Probably, but like how he defended the price of the Criterion collection, even though it's like a cardboard box. But when he saw the destroy, he basically it was all those people like, oh, the Criterion collection is fine. That's $115, but the King Ghidorah monster arts. Why would you all buy that? It's not worth it. Yeah, okay, idiots.
Hey, James, what big news about a test screening? I have not heard anything about test screening, but now I have. We need to explain.
Why is Photoshop being so stupid?
Do you guys think the Godzilla vs Kong line will actually be good? At least, like they won't, or you think they're gonna just copy off stuff?
I don't know, honestly. Like when I'm looking at these, I mean, I don't
not
know.
excited.
I'm not. I killed any excitement I had for this line. I think Jack Specific should have kept it and given us some more play sets like King of the Monsters had because those are fine little sets.
Didn't they do the Skull Island sets too?
No, Lantern did that and Rampage. I think those are fine sets too.
Did Playmates just give up between 2005 and 2019? Yeah, it's definitely a big jump.
It's like I don't know. I can't believe they're actually releasing these. And it's the most bizarre thing because they're made like bootlegs where they'll take like a NECA figure, a Bandai figure, and they'll like make it different and just give it a horrible paint job.
I don't understand. I always hear one minute I hear Palpatine is like 120 some years old. Now I'm hearing he's 119. I'm so confused.
I don't know how old he is.
By the
All
way,
I know.
I'm sending you this really cool fan art I found earlier. I completely forgot to send or send or post or anything. Look at this fan art I found. It's Ultraman and Godzilla.
Oh, that's cool. Looks like that Ultraman that was in that that one thing, the CGI test footage thing from a couple years ago.
Godzilla vs Kong reportedly set for reshoots after full test screening. Huh? Dude, there's been no reported test screenings for the films yet, and although they don't announce all of them publicly, there's people always come out and say that they went to a test screening. Like, there's people that can confirm test screenings that happen for movies, and there's been no test screenings so far as I'm aware. There's a lot of fake leaks, too. You can't trust everything.
Oh, yeah, like how people were randomly given trailer dates all the time. Oh, it's going to come out this time.
You
okay.
What interests me is how, this isn't like leaked information, but how Apex basically got confirmed by IMDb.
What's Apex?
No one knows. It's like that was like the working name for the film, but like half the cast on IMDb is like apex worker, apex scientist, apex soldier. And so people are assuming that Apex is like basically like evil monarch or like Jonah.
Oh, maybe that makes sense. I guess. From a site that says we got this covered.
What?
He
Yeah.
said from
I
a
know.
site.
I'm reading it. I haven't.
Oh,
He's gonna have to. You're gonna have to send that to me because I don't believe it.
Apex football. All right, I just need to make the Destroyer one. The Destroyer one is so weird. It's like a hybrid of like the Bandai Creation and the Bandai one. There's like no good pictures of the Bandai Creation one, so I just have to use this one fan picture. I was just trying to see how long I can drag out this moment of silence.
Oh, I don't even know where Ramon went. He muted himself.
Yeah, he went to get his charger, but I don't know how long that's gonna take.
I'm gonna unmute him real quick.
Oh yeah, you can just unmute people.
Oh, I can't.
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
So it says when I clicked it, it says I can't unmute you guys if you mute it yourselves.
Oh, I see.
Do you think Behemoth and them are gonna get a big role in GVK?
I feel like they'll get cameos. I hope they don't just completely forget about them. I don't think they will, but
I really feel like Rodan's gonna appear in the movie.
I hope so. He was really cool in King of the Monsters.
He went back to sleep. I also feel like Mothra might make an appearance too because
Yeah, considering there's another egg at the end.
yeah, I hope she does. I mean,
I really hope the movie doesn't focus too much on them. I hope they're just like kind of cameos. I really hope it's mostly Godzilla versus Kong.
well, unless
We're
they
gonna
get,
Godzilla vs Kong now.
unless they get
Kind of. I mean, I don't have anything else to say about Rise of Skywalker. I kind of said everything I have to say. I don't know about you two.
unless they get into like a scene where like Kong fights Rodan or something.
Maybe. That'd be kind of interesting.
You know what? Actually, maybe we should just like end the stream here soon.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about with
I mean, I already said everything I have.
I thought it had a pretty decent score
Mm.
from John Williams.
Yeah, I think it's better than the Last Jedi score.
I was just listening to it. It's not the complete
Did you
soundtrack
say
yet.
Last Jedi?
Yeah,
I thought Last Jedi he didn't do. I thought that was
No, he did. So
probably
believe it
wouldn't
or
know.
not.
Are you sure?
Oh no, he did. 100% he did it.
Okay. I mean, someone told me that he didn't do it. Like,
Well,
I
that person is dumb.
heard multiple people say. I just looked it up though and saw
No, he did it.
That's weird. Well, people are faggots for lying.
The only Star Wars movies he didn't do are the spin-off ones. He's done all the episode ones.
Dude,
Yeah, Rogue One was Alexandre Desplat.
Rogue One. Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
I think so.
Dude, that's why I love Rogue One's music so much.
Yep. Also,
Alexandre
it's funny how
Desplat's
Gareth Edwards
awesome.
directed that too. It's like 2014. But also, first of all, something random. You know what's funny? I actually just found out a couple
Spielberg
days
and
ago.
Williams.
You know what other soundtracks Bear McCreary did?
I know many. He did Child's Play. He
Walking Dead.
All right, hold
did
on. No, I
the
got
last
to
Cloverfield
reveal one.
movies.
He did Cloverfield Lane and the Cloverfield fucking Paradox.
I just said that. I just said that.
I know,
I said,
but I had to reveal it.
I said he did Last of Cloverfields.
Corey wanted the dramatic reveal.
He did God of War.
I know he did God. That's the only thing I knew he did.
God of War is his most epic
Oh,
soundtrack.
you gotta be shitting me.
I mean, a lot
What?
of people like his Walking Dead work, I guess.
I like his Walking Dead work.
Too bad that show's terrible. I'm kidding. I've never seen it.
I said enter turret!
What?
I'm trying to play.
I said enter
Battlefront 2
tut.
the last- Turret.
What's this comment say?
Idiot.
Is that just
Enter it.
news? Because literally, I'm starting to think that news about the test screens being a failure with reshoots. Yeah, there's not. Exactly. Nah, there's nothing on it. You would have heard by now.
Dude, imagine
Sorry.
if like it has. Imagine if after all this well, actually, first of all, have we ever gotten any actual like full on explanation on why they're like postponing the movie? or putting it back?
Well, Sayako said, because someone asked him why they postponed it, because like they said, he's like a really reliable source.
Yeah.
He said he's not completely for sure. He thinks maybe they just want more time to do the effects or something, possibly.
Maybe.
I'm not sure why full like half year, but
I feel like there's probably more to it than that.
I mean, he said he wasn't too sure the exact reason. He thinks it might have something to do with that, though. And I trust him, like he said. Also, he explained why we've gotten no marketing for the film yet.
Why? Because they pushed it back?
He said because Japan doesn't want to start marketing yet.
Odd.
He said like Toho and stuff, they don't want to start marketing yet.
Why? Why would they? I mean, like,
And he claims to be a worker at Toho, and he got like the entire film King of the Monsters right.
Huh.
So I don't know, maybe, but yeah, he says something about Toho just doesn't want to start marketing just yet.
I think they should start soon, considering the movie's like less than a year away now, but almost a year.
No, I think they should wait. They should do more of the King of the Monsters marketing.
Well, soon, like not like I'd say like March or something would be kind of nice.
Endgame and Infinity War, Endgame and Infinity War, they had like people just forget that so many movies. People think that if it has little marketing, it's going to do really bad.
Nope.
Endgame had like its reveal trailer like a few months before it came out. So did
well, in my opinion, Endgame had like too little marketing. Like, cause like I'm not saying like it was bad for the movie, but it's like I don't know. There was nothing really get hyped up. There was like a trailer.
I was gonna say Endgame's the most like
2 trailers, a couple of TV spots. I mean, like the poster game was pretty strong.
Endgame's like the biggest movie of all time now, so it definitely knew it was.
Which it doesn't deserve that, but of
mean,
course
hey,
not because
all
those
movie.
Godzilla fans or I mean those people who are like, why do all Godzilla fans hate Marvel? It's like, what, you think it's just Godzilla fans who have a problem with Marvel?
I mean, it was kind of cool to see a movie finally beat Avatar.
Was Avatar what was the most highest grossing movie before? Was it Avatar?
Avatar.
It was Avatar, and then it was Titanic.
I don't think either of those movies deserve it either.
No, I think it was Avatar, and then Force Awakens.
No, it was Titanic. Force Awakens beat up the Avengers, but it never reached Titanic.
I don't believe you because I used to do this all the time. So give me a second. Biggest. Well, if you count for inflation. As far as I know,
I think Gone with the Wind is like
the
highest grossing film adjusted for inflation. I didn't want. No, it's supposed to stick to him.
Hey, that's really loud and annoying. Thank you, Raymond.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you, Kanye. Very cool.
Oh,
Why did Toast not start marketing yet? I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't want to. Like, they already had that major leak. Yeah, I know they had that major leak, but no one cared.
What if they're salty? I remember when Godzilla 2014 was coming out, I think there was like something to do with the trailer where it got leaked and then they didn't release it for like another day because it got leaked or something. I don't remember if that was true because back then it wasn't true. Godzilla 2014. I don't remember if that was true or not because I wasn't really on
I could tell you. Tell me what you said because I could.
It was like I heard that like there was a trailer. I don't remember if it was like I think it was the official trailer that like got leaked or something, and then they like kind of held off on a day of releasing it because it got leaked or something.
No, it was the Comic-Con trailer from 2012.
I thought you were about to say Kamikaze.
Yeah, in late November 2012, I think the 2012 Comic-Con trailer that we only had like descriptions of got leaked online. It's that one where he's like turning in the smoke. You see like the Lake monster and stuff. That's from Comic-Con. That got leaked. So basically that and then not too long afterwards it went, we should probably drop a trailer.
Huh.
Do you remember? It's kind of interesting too how Kong Skull Island after all these years finally got his Comic-Con trailer leaked. Did you not see that?
Wait, I did see the Comic-Con trailer for Kong Skull Island, but it was like when it came out.
No, not the official one, the leaked one.
I never saw the leaked one.
It was from 2014 Comic-Con. Before it was even part of the Monsterverse, and it was supposed to be based off a comic book series. It was before they got sued over it. There was footage leaked from the 2014 Kong where like it shows Skull Island off and he's like roaring in the rain
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see
Yeah.
that.
That's from
People-
2015.
Someone, there was a couple people trying to pull that off as like, this is our first Godzilla versus Kong footage. I was like, yeah, nice lie, guys.
But yeah, that's actual leaked footage.
Huh.
Yeah, that did reveal way too much. You guys got to think too. Warner Brothers has a new marketing director now. It's the
Yeah,
guy
which
who
I hope it's
marketed
not going to be like Kong or King of the Monsters.
Well, look at how Disney movies been marketed the past few years, and now I'll answer your question.
Is that a good thing, or I don't focus on most Disney movies, so
I mean, I think we're in good hands for marketing. I think the guy knows what he's doing. I think he's a veteran because he's worked at Disney a while, I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
And Disney's a pretty big company to get some pretty good, time in.
yeah.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? Star Wars related or anything?
No, I've said everything I really need to say.
ATST.
Kong wins 2020.
Hey, that's not funny.
Dude, comedy, am I right? Dude, Godzilla wins 2020. Godzilla.
Dude,
I know.
that's so
Kong
funny.
wins
It's
2020.
not funny.
You know what I told someone the other night?
What?
What?
I low-key can't decide who I want to win because I kind of want Kong to win just because these Godzilla fans like threatening people online and attacking them if they say they want Kong to win. People say that.
Jesus.
Like D-Man got like harassed and threatened. That's why a lot of people are really talking trash about D-Man right now because he like came out and said he wants Kong to win, and now everyone's like fucking hates him.
Yeah.
They like
I've
say,
seen, it's funny, I've seen for like both sides. There's Kong fans who are like, you stupid Godzilla fans, how could you
that's what I'm
think
saying too. And we got people like shit posting. It was like Kong wins 2020. Yeah.
Kong
Oh,
wins
God.
2020?
Let's
And
not
that-
talk about him,
that-
please. We're having a good
Alright, for
stream.
Godzilla memes, you mean that guy? Or I mean like that, I mean it's like a bunch of admins on there, but it's like the most cancerous kaiju related account I've ever seen in my life.
And that's saying a lot because we still have kaiju shit posting too.
They've gotten better. I mean, they still do some really stupid and like unfunny memes, but like Godzilla memes is like they haven't posted like anything fun. I've even noticed on their comment section, like so many people are starting to be like, "Remember when this account used to be funny?" I'm like, "Oh, hey, people are starting to wake up and realize that this stuff isn't funny. It's just really stupid and kind of some of it's like borderline bullying certain people."
It's like
Borderline?
it's because they got a new admin named Alex Collects Movies or whatever.
It was Alex Collects Monsters. I know who he is.
Yeah, if he didn't join, then it probably would still be fine. I mean, Chicken Man did some stupid stuff sometimes too, but Chicken Man actually was fine.
Yeah,
But on the other hand, this guy comes on and just starts bullying people. On the other hand,
guys, it's just memes. God, you go stupid
Titan
Godzilla
Goji.
fans.
I remember that account got created. Titan Goji made some legit funny stuff.
Oh yeah, he made some funny stuff.
I don't
there.
think he posts on there anymore.
No, I
but-
can tell he doesn't.
But then, shit posting. I remember when that got started. I mean, you know who's in it, so I already expected that account to be like that because you got like Dylan and them in there.
It was kind of funny when it first started. I actually really liked it, but then after a while, it kind of like just became really unfunny, repetitive.
You remember
memes.
when Kaiju shit posting made a kid actually about to commit suicide?
No, I do not remember
I've
that.
never
But
heard about that, but that does not surprise me in the slightest.
Did you? Okay, I think it was actually someone who's actually really popular in the toy collecting side of the community.
oh, were they
Of course,
bullying him
of
for
course.
fucking collecting toys over movies? Because that's like something. Like for example,
No.
what was it?
Don't take it out of context. It was that one guy. He's actually really cool. I forget his name,
who?
but he like takes figures and makes customs out of them a lot.
Oh, him. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Godzilla 154?
yeah, or whatever.
Yeah.
They made like a whole post like bashing.
I
him.
saw that. I did. Yeah, I actually
Kidding
remember that.
me?
And
No,
then,
I remember
like,
that.
And then like he actually said he was going to delete his Instagram and like commit suicide. 'cause he
No,
was, like,
people gave him shit. People gave them shit for
Oh,
that. I remember
yeah,
that.
that's what I mean. But like he,
I even though like I personally don't like a lot of his older custom. Now I'm not being a mean. I'm just saying personally I don't think they were that good. But I mean, you know, they
I'm
weren't
pretty
terrible.
sure. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not like the biggest fan of his customs, but the kid doesn't seem like a bad kid.
I'm pretty sure he said he was going to delete his account and commit suicide back then. And then like Dylan or whoever made the post came out with a public apology.
Yeah, good.
I would say that's actually pretty, different.
Yeah. First
I mean,
of all-
I would say it's big of him, but I mean, it's
Wait, who was
kind
it?
of not because they made. The
I said Dylan. It probably wasn't Dylan because that account has like 4 different admins. I think I don't even know if Dylan's one of them anymore, to be honest.
Hmm.
But whoever made that post came on and like apologized to them.
Jeez.
I mean, the Alice Collects Monsters guy, like it's funny. I've talked to him before. I remember originally, like I actually, he was pretty cool. He was cool to talk to about.
He's actually fine
things.
to talk to.
But no, what I can't fucking stand about him is that he's one of those people that fucking can't stand it when people like collecting figures over movies. And it's like, it gets him so angry. And also, if you say anything about the Heisei series being good, he seems to get pretty pissed off.
No,
all right.
I got in a debate with someone the one night from your guys' group chat.
Wait, what?
Remember when you guys showed me one of the guys who like went off about the Heisei series? So I hit him up with like a debate about.
Oh yeah. That was
I remember that happened when we were watching Shin. It happened when we were watching.
That was another kid I used to actually like. But he kind of became an asshole all of a sudden. How he got really pissed at me for liking, like he legit texted me, he's like, why do you like Godzilla versus King Ghidorah more than Hedorah? And I legit explained the whole like thing. I was like,
oh,
well, what?
AdSense just pay me?
What?
I think AdSense might have just finally paid me.
I don't know what AdSense is, but
dude, if they paid me,
dude,
I'm gonna smile with a big old smile.
But basically, I explained the whole thing about why I think Hedorah is an awful movie, like in every way, shape, and form, and why I like King Ghidorah. And one of the things I mentioned about Hedorah is how the human characters are awful, and his response was like, why do all the Godzilla fans just complain about the human character, or only base the movies off the monster fights?
Even though you gave plenty of reasons that were not like the fight.
Like, I did mention the fight is like the worst fight in the series, and I guess that's probably the only part he read. He's like, let's see, Godzilla fighter, the only worst part. Why does everyone base them off the fights and not the human characters?
All right, let me tell you this. Godzilla memes. They posted a picture the other day, and the caption was so fucking stupid. It was basic, like, all right, hold on, let me read the caption of the post here. Honestly, if they start harassing me for this, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
I wouldn't be surprised. They're probably, if they see this, they'll like be like, "Oh, look, he can't take the meme."
Look at Carlos Spicy Wiener. He can't take the meme.
What's up, Hellsgate?
The thing that I commented about it said, "Let's face it, if King of the Monsters didn't have any Godzilla monsters, G fans would see it as the same way critics do and people who have standards in movies do." I commented saying, does the idea of people having different opinions and just different tastes in movies just not exist to you?
No, it doesn't.
Because they treat it like their opinion is fact. Like, just because King of the Monsters may not be the best film ever made, they're like, oh, it's garbage. Everyone needs to think this way.
And the thing is, hating on King of the Monsters is like their top priority right now, and like basically treating all the fans of the movie like, oh, you guys just don't know movies. You guys don't know that it's a shitty movie. Fuck you all for liking it. It's really pathetic. And also, need I mention, the things they complain about are some of the funniest or like most pathetic things ever that is actually kind of comical. Like, for example, remember how people they literally made a post recently that's basically complaining about the people in the G-Fest screening of King of the Monsters who were like, or not like, what's the word? Not really complaining, but more like kind of making, it was like something, remember how everyone was like singing along to the song at the end? Like the Godzilla cover?
Yeah.
They were like, go, get out of the theater. And then he went on some rant about how people were like cheering in the movie. And it's like, I mean, to be fair, I've seen videos of it and it seems like it was kind of overboard, like how much people were cheering. But it's like, guys.
Oh, no, it definitely was, if you ask me.
It's just people having fun at G-Fest. Like,
no, that's his problem. He don't like that.
No,
like,
everyone
hold
has
on.
probably seen the movie already, too. So
When Shin Ultraman came out, and you know how everyone was making the memes about the picture? Dude, he made a post where he's like, haha, Shin looks creepy, haha, meme, get it, make your funny memes. And I was like, dude, can you do you just hate fun? You just really don't want anyone to enjoy anything. Nothing can happen in the fan base without him being like, yeah, guys, stop having fun, Jesus. He's such a pathetic person when it comes to like the memes he makes. I like how this went from a Star Wars thing to a Godzilla versus Kong to Playmates.
I'm already kind of considering it just because I know YouTube's going to attack me like they attack iDubbbz and take my shit down because we criticize some people.
Oh my god.
You heard about that, right?
No, I mean, I think I saw like a video.
God, if we get rolled into the same league as iDubbbz, I think I might
Hold up, you know what, here, let's just give our final opinions on the movie. Even
real quick. Do you know what happened to iDubbbz?
No, not really.
One of his biggest videos ever, and actually was
the Leafy video.
Yeah,
I got taken
it
down.
was, and it was actually the most viewed video in a certain category. They
Yeah.
took it offline to make him an example that they weren't putting up with bullying, which it was just criticism.
Are you
Oh my
kidding
God.
me?
Yeah, and
This
Leafy,
video is like 3 years old too.
Leafy, who hasn't posted in like 3 years, came out and was like, "Dude, this is retarded. Why would they take that down?" It was like,
I know.
It was like, can we not have an opinion or like criticize people?
No, I guess not.
Dude, do you think Godzilla
You know what
memes
someone
worse?
said?
I mean, Alex Collects Monsters works for YouTube.
Someone said, well, like, what about those big people like Jimmy Kimmel and stuff? You know, like
Jimmy Kimmel.
It's cool if they make fun of people, you know, and criticize people. If we do it, that's a problem. It's like we need Joker on this shit. Joker needs to go and be like, "Hi, Jimmy.
You get what you deserve." Bam. I still haven't seen that movie, nor do I plan on watching it anytime.
It's
I'll
just
rent it at some point.
I mean, let's not start talking about Joker now, because you're gonna open a can of worms about that movie with me.
You not like that movie?
I think it was very overrated.
Oh, it was extremely overrated, but it doesn't look bad.
It was a fine film. It wasn't great.
Dude, I love how people compare Joker to King of the Monsters. Aren't those like?
Dude, I love
better?
like the King of the Monsters and Endgame comparisons. Like, yeah, a monster movie to a superhero movie. Totally.
No, the amount of people I randomly saw say, "Dude, Joker was way better than King of the Monsters." Like, okay, what? That's the weirdest comparison ever.
All right. Well, yeah. So go ahead and we'll do what you were saying. We'll do, Corey.
Oh yeah, last opinions on the movie. You know, I kind of already said that, but basically, going back to Rise of Skywalker,
which we left like an hour ago.
I liked it. It had a lot of stupid shit. You know, Emperor sucked and all that. I think it's way better than Last Jedi. Not as good as Force Awakens. In my opinion, that's my favorite of the recent trilogy was Force Awakens. But you know, I'm happy I saw it in IMAX. Also, it was cool that it was actually I actually had to wait in the longest line I've ever had to wait a movie for. There was it was packed there, and like I said, there was someone dressed as Obi-Wan with a lightsaber. So
I had to get that in there.
Turn off the lights.
Turn off lights.
No, dude, they literally didn't turn off the lights for like a minute.
Oh my God.
They all the lights were on. You could hardly see the screen. People, and then dude, I
remember. I fucking hate Star Wars.
I wish I was recording. Oh man, I wish I was recording. And then the moment that they turn off the lights, people are like, I forgot about that. The moment they turned off the lights, everyone started cheering and clapping. I wish I record that. Just dude, oh my God, I was cheering and clapping too. I'm one of them.
Oh my God. All right, Raymond.
I forgot. I was like, yeah, because I was like, everyone was so happy because they were like, turn off the lights. They did it. Everyone went, yeah. I was like, you fucking learned how to turn off the lights. I fucking hate Star Wars.
I fucking hate. Where's fucking Ben? No. I like how someone was like, this fucking sucks.
Dude,
gotta love Star Wars fans.
Why didn't Ben Solo show up? And why was Anakin Skywalker not there?
Why wasn't Ben Swallow there as a ghost? Like he wasn't wearing the shirt and everything.
I mean, okay, actually, I keep saying that. Honestly, Ben not being there makes complete and utter perfect sense.
Why is that?
Because they've made it proven before, like in with Obi-Wan stuff, you have to train your body. Like it takes intense and heavy training to become a Force ghost.
What the hell was that sound, Raymond?
I was doing it very quiet. Obi-Wan!
You didn't know that, right? Like they actually take a lot of training to like become a
Well, I mean,
Force
I kind of guessed because Qui-Gon, like they said, Qui-Gon learned how to do it in Phantom Menace. I bet you don't remember because that movie's Phantom Menace and that movie's garbage. But
well,
yes, I'm one of those few fans who still thinks the prequels are bad.
Which is a hot take, apparently.
Nowadays,
well, yeah. Like I was saying though, like the whole thing I was telling you with apparently they apparently like you have to train to become a Force ghost. So it makes sense since Ben just literally turned into a Jedi like 2 minutes before he died.
Yeah.
By the way, go on Instagram real quick and read the post I sent.
I can't after I'm doing a post right now, but kind of waiting until the stream ends to like fully post it.
It shows the Shin Godzilla figure and it says, "I've seen human nature firsthand. It just gets
worse."
Dude, I can't
All
wait.
right, Raymond, what was your final thoughts on the movie?
It's got a lot of issues. Better than Last Jedi. A lot of things I didn't like. There's even more I love. So all around, I really did enjoy the film. I do love it, and I am kind of sad to see this trilogy go at the end of the day. Even though Last Jedi is definitely S3000, I liked it. I loved it.
Oh my god. There's bootleg King Ghidorah monster movie series figures now.
Oh god! I think I might have seen one of those.
You know what the best part is?
What?
It has a way better paint job than the actual one.
Oh wait, you like the 2019 movie Monster Years one?
Yeah, like the mouths are painted.
So actually, wait, you mean it actually has paint?
Yeah.
Does it have articulation?
I can't. The legs might. I can't tell. There, you can see like the line where like the seam is, but like the mouth and teeth have paint. It looks like the eyes are painted with pupils. Maybe the toes and stuff are painted.
Wow, impressive.
For a
Most
bootleg,
impressive.
unlike Playmates and their bootlegs.
That's gonna be my dreams tonight. I swear to God.
Dude, I'm gonna wake up with sleep paralysis. That Shin's gonna be sitting in the corner of my room.
Oh my god, yeah, James, dude, you have no idea, dude. I forgot my theater had such a good time, dude. Oh man, just imagine, just like everyone cheers, just turn off the lights and they do it. Everyone's like, yeah. Why did I not record?
Where the fuck is Ben?
I fucking hate Star Wars. That's still my favorite part.
I can't wait to watch that video again afterwards, where I can actually hear it. Like,
Oh,
really
it's beautiful.
I mean, not beautiful per se, but it's beautiful in the sense that the Playmates Shin and Space Godzilla is beautiful.
Here we go. Here we go, guys. My
What?
stream's getting taken down because YouTube's policy change. You know, everyone's scared of COPPA. I'm personally just scared of YouTube.
I'm scared of all of it.
No, you shouldn't be scared of COPPA anyways.
Well, apparently they're like kind of getting their shit together, I hear, or something.
No, dude. Apparently, like the Roblox player went to and had his meeting with the FTC.
Wait,
Yeah.
Roblox?
Yeah, it was like a bunch of Roblox YouTubers.
And he went and he had a meeting with FTC. And literally, like he said, he's like, apparently most of the stuff that it's just kind of YouTube saying it. And like a lot of it's YouTube's fault. And apparently, like, they're only going after the big dogs, but like they're not really going to attack anyone anyways. And if they do, they're not going to like they because the 8th Amendment, they have to put it in that they can't like fine you more than you can pay or whatever.
How about not fine you at all?
Yeah, you tell him, Corey.
Can I just point something out before we really wrap this?
Dude, they
up?
put Trump in a peach. I'm kidding. I'm not sure.
We have gone from Star Wars to Playmates to Godzilla to ranting about Godzilla memes to trying to wrap the stream up to the
Hey, at least I did it.
Trump, you're an orange.
to COPPA, YouTube, and the 8th Amendment, and Trump is now inside a peach.
They turned him into a
That
peach kid.
was one of my favorite ones. When someone was like, "Trump, you're orange." He went, "No, I'm in a peach."
What the fuck? All right, let's not.
But
Let's
he
drop,
has that peach,
Dude,
though.
we're dropping the Trump
Fire, bro.
subject.
You know what's even funnier than that? There were
What?
people like, "Happy Impeachment Day, goodbye, you fucking asshole," and it's just like, dude, he's not gone yet.
Yeah. Also, another thing. I'm pretty sure by the time they're gonna impeach his term is gonna be far over.
That is if he even gets up to Congress.
Apparently, if he did get removed, something about he could run 2 more terms or something.
All right, you know what? Let's drop. No. We are dropping the Trump thing.
Dude,
Dude, he's in a peach.
I
You can't drop that.
Dude, you guys don't understand why our Playmate toys look like this. Because Mexico would not pay for the wall.
What the fuck?
So all
I guess we're talking about Trump, we have to go to 49 yards.
Dude, why is the FBI texting me?
all their over funds went to
Uh-oh, guys, FBI is texting me.
They found out too much. We know too much about those Playmates toys.
we lost over
Sending
money.
4 Jedi to come and get me, even though I'm a Sith Lord and you have a whole fucking council.
We lost all their money to the wall, and now our Playmates toys are bootlegs.
200 Jedi to save 3 people, but 4 to take down the Sith Lord that's been behind the whole war.
2 who are
Hey,
literally the worst Jedis of all time.
It's so bad that they had to buy the NECA figures and literally just glue them into place.
Oh my god.
Just glued them with super glue.
Elmer's glue from real goats.
I swear to God. I swear to God, if I
Yeah.
get figures and they're painted with watercolors, I'm gonna kill someone.
Dude, I could fucking repaint these things with crayons, and they'd probably look a little bit better. I could add
And-
some shading in there.
When I say I'm gonna kill someone,
Dark red.
when I say I'm gonna kill someone, I'm gonna kill the Kong figure that I'm gonna take, and I'm gonna beat up Shin Godzilla with it.
I'm gonna pray to my crackhead space Godzilla when I get him.
I can't get over the fact that Destroyer looks like a hybrid of two figures.
No, my favorite thing about those figures is crackhead space Godzilla. Like I can't get over that. I love it so much.
Dude, I wonder what LeBron James' reaction to these figures would be.
Why do you wonder that?
Because it's LeBron James.
It's John Cena. Remember that meme from like 2
All right,
years ago?
guys. So if you guys want my thoughts on the movies, just go back to the beginning of the video to find my thoughts on the movie.
Wow, clickbait.
All right.
Now you
guys
gotta
have
go
a
watch
good
the rest
night.
of the stream.
You guys have a good night. Just watch the beginning and the end. You guys
They
get all
put Trump in a peach.
Shut up!
Bro, did you guys know they put Trump in a peach, man?
Dude, he's
Yeah,
a peach pit
dude.
now.
Dude, whoa.
Mario can tell you all about that.
What's next? They're gonna put him in a pineapple under the sea.
No, they're
man.
gonna put him in a peach pie. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Probably. Someone probably made that, like, truth be told.
No, it's a real thing.
I wonder how that is.
Hey, is the stream over yet?
Oh yeah. Bye, guys.
Is it
We're gonna-
actually over now? Are we done
We're
streaming?
just gonna end it like this. Everyone have a good night. And when you come back to watch the stream, just know the moment we start talking about Godzilla, if you made it this far, that's when you should have clicked off. Have a good night. Unless everyone wants to do their outros.
Dude, are we still streaming or no?
Yeah, we're still streaming.
This has been Carlos Spicy.
Alright,
We've
I'll
been
do-
the freaking idiots.
I'll do
peace
my
out.
outro. Turn the fucking stream off already.
Yeah,
Guys, Trump is in a